and this is session 4, I believe. Is that correct? Session 4? I
It's
have
two
so...
for me, but
Yeah, yeah. Alright, session 4. Okay. Once more, the quill begins to inscribe its story. Using intricate tools, the aging hand begins to embolden the story with bits of color, using pigments and old rainwater. Beautiful murals line the words of grim destiny within. A story of tragic loss and doomed spirits weighed counterpoint by the beautiful images of stars, flowers, and golden lilies drawn to covet the words like the world's last true secret. The words are more beautiful than this, of course. To read the original manuscript would bring tears to one eye, as the inevitability of walking in the same footsteps over and over again takes root. The crystallized dragon defeated, the caster disappeared, leaving behind trinkets of indeterminate value, a ring and an amulet, to help, but also to harm. From the heart of a star to the center of a dragon, strange and rare materials seemed no stranger towards this party, as that was a determining factor this time around. Other heroes would come and go, of course, and page flips forward towards an already written dialogue, complete with an image of a bold Emily, drawn forward ever towards the pulsing of the mountain before her. And inside her cloak rests a sapphire crystal, carefully recovered from the end weeks before. It grows bright and blue with purpose, filling once again from the faith near it. Emily walks ever onward, towards the foot of the heavens, to reunite Rosaline with her lost love, the rain and snow beating down upon her as she reaches the beginning of her goal. No matter her trials, the flower still remains bright and glowing in her dark hair. The mountain stands glaring at her from above, the sun behind it like an aura beckoning. Counterpoint to the image of glory and purity, small flecks of ash begin to fall, marring the pristine white field of snow. Hundreds of miles away, yet the distance of only a single page, Sebas sits at the forge with his new master, Mahid. Sebas begins to carefully manipulate the remainder of the tooth, burning and cindering it until it's black as coals. Then, from the center, using a small incantation, a pair of pliers, he plucks something ethereal from the bone. It writhes and twists, and he places it inside a beaker, one of several near the side. Essence of earth is not so easy to come by, Mahid speaks, and clouds of smoke enter the air. Through the clouds of black smoke, we can see another visage appearing, buried in the art of charcoal and illusory words. A grief-stricken warrior, a martyr, forever seeking answers to a question he barely understands himself. Why was I abandoned? He asks. He asks himself over and over and over again. In his travels, he would find answers, though none that pleases his heart. He would give everything in time to save the ones he come to know, but that is a different story. In the shifting of pages, notes, and drawings, we settle upon the inn once more, the salty adventure in our story etched in thin metal, a place of destiny, though to look at it wouldn't warrant a second glance, the home and habitat of those touched by fate, the nexus of power to those considered important. To our adventurers, however, it is just considered home.
That's something that I actually didn't think of until just now. The book that's being written in is being written on just regular old pages, not metal. So it's not real.
what do you mean it's not real? He literally has it typed in a laptop. Very much real.
You're right. Never mind.
I think he's referencing the an RP scenario a little
Mm-hmm.
bit earlier. I don't know if you've read it or not.
Yeah. Let me
I
see if I can
haven't.
find it. It was it before or after Emerson?
It was
I think it
after
was
Emily left.
before.
It's not that far. Here it is. So this is him. This is in the past. Jeb leaned forward on the chair. Unless someone has triggered one of several prophecies, the Inquisition don't have authority here in Ozral. There's no formal church here, unlike the rest of the land. There's no favored religion, thus no heretics to hunt per se. They will look into matters and decide if heresy or prophecy is involved, and then likely be off. They could make things more complicated if you want to operate in cities they have influence in, though. So he stands up, goes to a wall, and puts on another torch sconce. A series of interlocking mechanisms sound, and the wall is left slightly ajar to reveal a bounded chest of iron and steel. Pulling keys out from around his neck, Jeb begins to unlock the chest. Each layer unlocks sounds with a kind of wispy warning. After several minutes of unlocking the complex contraption, Jeb brings on a single large metal sheet, a brick of some kind. A thin brick, although the best way to describe it, with unusual markings and drawings etched into it. This was discovered in one of the digs Irene's. Even though I haven't been able to fully translate it, this alone proves troublesome. In the center, you can see a field of what looks like stars carved into metal, lined streak as if a pebble or a great stone fall from the skies. Around its landing, men kneel subservient as light emanates from the crater's landing. A light of hope or subjugation, no one can say. Along the bottom, answered an old form of common, a light is the following phrase. I etch in the metal destiny and prophecy, for if it's not in metal, the heart of its truth cannot be trusted.
Yeah, that. So then building on that, just based on what was said in session 3's beginning about the intro and the allegory to a tome specifically said, and the fact that Linebeck is supposed to find the Tome of Heroes. If our story is inside the Tome of Heroes and it's not etched in the metal, meaning the heart of its truth cannot be trusted, then maybe this is actually the Tome of Villains. Especially considering what that devil guy said. So we're the baddies.
We did, and by we I mean 2 out of 5 because technically y'all weren't involved. We did terrorize the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Which
just
city?
do a brief summary of that into the theories.
I guess your characters would know, but there was a rainstorm in the middle of the desert city.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, there's not supposed to be rain here.
Yeah, there was a rainstorm with like thunder and lightning.
I was
It's still
wondering about
going.
that.
Has it stopped?
No. But something interesting has occurred with the rain. It's now mixed with bits of ash.
Yeah. Anyway, so that
even
happened / is happening. So yeah.
As was notated in the initial setting of the scene,
Yeah, all the
that
way
I
back.
said earlier was, in the end of the city of Osrol, the rain falls readily as ever, no longer bearing a clear sky. Intermixed with the rain are now bits of ash that fall to create gray streaks in the land and clog sewers and ruin fresh water supplies. The city is in a mild panic, but is managing to hold itself together for now.
Yeah. So we kind of are the baddies.
Yeah. In character, do we remember any of the events of the dream that we had while in the airship?
Yes.
Okay. So Kane would look at the rest of the group and like, yeah, I mean, the dream kind of said we were.
Hey, if it gets real bad, we could just leave.
I mean,
That's always an option.
we kind of can't trust the words of a devil. Or so judging on the looks of him and where they were at, or at least the landscape, could Linebeck deduce that it was some kind of demon
No.
that talked to them? No? Okay.
I mean, he kind of matches like weird descriptions of like some kind of devil or demon, but you wouldn't have the knowledge to know what kind or even if it is for sure. Just that it matches
Okay.
what some old legends might indicate would be.
Okay. Then that's enough for Linebeck to be like, we might be dealing with a devil, especially, or at least some kind of demonic entity in a way.
But
Just to keep
is
it
it
vague.
could it really be demonic? That's an interesting question because remember one of the things it said was the following. That it has duty. And so it said, and near the end it said, "Leave now, you're welcome here no longer, never again. Flee from the land that you have destroyed. I pity you, but I do not forgive you."
Well, he could just be lawful evil instead of chaotic evil.
He's up to something. That much I
Yeah.
know.
I'm more worried at the land we've destroyed. So I'm guessing, probably just a premonition from the future. Honestly, because of the ash and rain, the rain is probably going to start turning to ash here soon.
Well,
Or it's
then
not water anymore.
Hey,
What do you
then
mean? Start. It's been like that, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's probably gonna get worse.
Then we better find that bandit guy and secure transit out.
Start finishing up what we got to do.
Thought we were
And
just
start
going to
moving
take
on.
dragon bones to this guy in the desert, and then attack this camp of bandits.
Yeah.
What happened to that? That's what I signed up for.
I mean, that's the
Yeah, that's this one.
that's what we're supposed to do, I think.
Yeah, we just had to get the prerequisites for that quest unlock.
I'm pretty sure I need to be at least level 5, so we can grind up a little bit more.
Don't worry, we'll get there in the next year.
Jeb chewing on a carrot and letting you talk, and he says, "Level up." Well, I got something that might be able to do that, but it's either gonna be that or you die.
don't
There's been a
trust-
lot of that.
I don't trust you. You know too much, Jeb. At the same
He
time,
knows
you
too
know
much.
he knows absolutely nothing at the same time. It's weird.
So the funny thing is,
Intelligent buffoon.
I've been working for Jeb for 2 years, and I've noticed something about him. He listens, but doesn't understand all of what he's listening to, so he just repeats it back as it is.
So you've noticed a walking contradiction. He is too.
Yep.
He's like knowledgeable, but he's an idiot at the same time. It's amazing.
I
Yeah.
assume he also does not pay very well.
No, not at all.
I pay him in free drinks.
Yeah, that really works somebody that doesn't drink.
Saves me money.
So
Kane
So no-
doesn't drinks. Writes that down. Files in mental.
30 sessions from now, when there's a doppelganger, Kane starts drinking alcohol. You're like, huzzah! You don't drink.
Druid sus.
wait, Kane is a druid?
Yes.
Okay, I thought Hodgkins was. What is
So-
Hodgkins?
I'm a ranger.
What?
Ranger. They're close to each
Oh,
other, but one can turn
okay.
into animals.
And one gets memed
The
on.
other one kills.
Hey, I get
Yes.
skills.
Okay.
So before we go find this one guy and drop off this vial of dragon blood to get him to do the thing.
Oh, blood, not
Uh,
bones. Duh.
Yeah.
The stuff
well,
that we
we
almost
do
forgot.
have a bunch of bones. We got 2 teeth, and when it was written, it was 2 teeth and 4 fangs. So I'm sure one of those is actually claws.
There's
Yeah.
also an eye and a heart.
I'm keeping that eye. The heart, I don't know what to do with yet, or what we should do with it.
What do you mean?
But the eye is definitely Lineback's. He's keeping that.
Can I see the heart?
Do you want to see it?
I don't have it
We're
on my
kind
person.
of-
I don't.
Well,
think.
actually, I kind of want to eat it now.
Let's.
I remember hearing
Alright.
stories. If you eat a dragon's heart, you gain its
By
power.
the way, for the dragon heart, is it still beating?
Good question. Investigation.
Oh,
Who has it? Is it this?
+0.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
Lineback
plus
had
zero
it.
too.
I'm going to learn my lesson and not roll in D&D Beyond.
I have a 17.
That's a 15.
Oh, I guess I should roll to just for the sake of it.
Mm,
Yeah.
Come, put it down in the middle of the table here. Let us all look at it.
12. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta pin the game log so it doesn't keep exploding. Very good.
I have heard some people say that if you eat the heart of a strong beast, it does make you stronger.
Yeah.
The heart moves and pulses.
Ew.
You know what's funny? I know Hodgkin and our gracious DM knows that I've been playing through Final Fantasy XIV lately. The entire reason why I grabbed an eye was only because in that game,
All the
that's
glancers.
where the vitality is. But I just grabbed it in here because I thought it would be cool to have a dragon eye. I didn't think it would actually do anything other than have it.
Hey, if you can affix it to like a shield as a boss, you know what the thing that covers it. It could look pretty cool.
Who knows? Maybe it'll like quintuple your jump height.
I
Quintuple.
mean, if you guys want to eat it, I do know a recipe for offal.
I mean,
It's already awful. Why would you want to make it worse?
it's still beating. I feel like if you cook it, it'll kill the whatever
It'll
vitality it
probably
has
still
in
be-
it.
It'll probably still be beating.
You know, the safest option, aside
gonna
from
put
getting
hot
rid of
sauce
it,
on
which
it.
I assume we're not doing, is to just leave it in the pouch and forget it exists.
Until we find
Ah.
a better use for it other than to eat it. Because we don't exactly know that would.
The heart shivers. Something is moving inside of it.
Fuck off! I wasn't talking to you.
I want to poke my fingers in
Uh,
like the atrium of it and see if there's anything I can feel inside of
Constitution
it.
save.
Oh no.
Damn.
Is there a
little
worm in
baby
here?
pseudo dragon in there.
Got a 20. Is there a worm in here? If it's a poison, I have advantage against it.
You need advantage. Roll again.
Oof.
Okay, so 20 is my best.
All right. Let me roll 2d10.
Oh my god.
I can't believe you've done this.
Oh my god, I rolled
How
almost
you done
max.
this?
Your
Oh,
current
no.
HP is reduced by 18 as something dies from it and goes into your hand and up your arm.
Whoa.
So
he's
my
about to be
hit point
possessed by a
maximum goes
dragon.
down, or I take
Yes.
damage?
Your hit point maximum goes down by 18.
Okay. Now, if I have resistance against poison, does that half it?
No,
Max
not
HP
this.
modifier. Okay, so max HP modifier is minus 18. Okay.
Damn, I
Hmm.
can't believe you got infected
Um,
by dragon heartworms.
I'm just gonna go, but I'm not gonna say
There is a
anything else.
huge lump on his arm.
Yeah, I'm
Can
gonna medicine
Linebeck
check
take
that.
like a well, I guess that's what I was gonna do, but I was just gonna flavor it as like taking a sash and just tying it around his arm to cut off blood flow.
You can tourniquet. I'll see if I can do anything about it.
It's been
Or-
around.
Whoa, whoa. No one's turning my arm into anything.
It's been
It's
around.
fine.
It's
Just
been
some-
around. Okay.
You
Just
lose,
some-
it's still
you lose
going.
another 8 health.
Okay, I got a 12 for the medicine check. Do I know any way of treating this?
You know this is bad. His hand has turned to crystal.
It's
yeah.
not so bad, okay? Now it's my hand!
Linebeck, grab his hand.
Can
And
I
hold
can
him
I go
still.
at the lump with a knife?
The
I'm just
lump
gonna
is
cut his
halfway
arm off.
up his arm and is moving towards his chest.
Can I go
Linebeck,
at the
grab
lump
his
with a
arm. I'm
knife?
cutting it off.
So I did the tourniquet not work to keep it from going
Nope.
forward?
Oh, Linebeck,
No,
grab his
okay.
arm. I'm cutting it off
Yeah.
with my scimitar.
Can I bite
All
into where
right.
the worm is and
Linebeck
try
will
and
just hang on to his arm.
cut it in half?
I bring the scimitar down on his
Is
arm.
Emmerm, are you resisting them removing your arm?
Well, yes. I'm going to. My goal is once it's coming up and it's into like my upper bicep part, I'm going to bite into it and tear off a chunk of my own flesh trying to get it out.
It buries deeper. Hodgkin, roll to hit with your knife.
All right. So ideally, this will be like that one scene from The Mummy with that scarab.
That's what. Yeah.
That's literally what I was thinking. I think that was just a universal thing.
Where's my? Oh, hold on.
It's going to be hard to two-hand a warhammer with only
I
one
forgot to
arm.
re-add.
We can get you another arm.
Please hold. Okay, hold on.
Warforged arm
I got
with
this.
a chaotic
This
evil
is
soul
your
inside of
punishment
it.
for putting-
Here it comes. No, that's not good. 14.
Wait, are you evil?
Me? No.
Okay. Oh, okay,
No.
good.
Would that have changed anything?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man.
I'm neutral good.
The roll was a 1-4, 14.
I mean, my AC is 14, but I'm not really resisting, so I guess my dex don't apply, so I'm at 13.
You stab his arm and you
Oh, wait,
feel
no, that's not a
something
thing.
rise
Not a
beneath it.
thing.
You have it stuck. You have it stuck in his upper arm.
I got it. It's still alive.
Do you have to
Ava.
wiggle it?
I'm moving!
This is gonna hurt a
His
lot.
forearm is.
If I can, I'm gonna take one of my carving knives and just like surgically slice it out.
I'm going to be raging during this time.
All right,
Understandable.
roll me a medicine check, Kane.
You know, I completely forgot
That's
that
a
Imran was a
6.
barbarian because I was so.
Okay, I'm
I
going to
thought
grab
you
my
were still
manual
that
dice. Hold
warlock.
on.
All right,
Yeah,
hold
shallow.
on. What did you roll for medicine?
I don't think he's rolled yet.
Okay.
He's bringing out
Yeah,
the real
'cause this
dice.
thing is lagging.
Okay, D&D Beyond is screwing me right now.
As it seems to do.
It works fine for me, thankfully.
Maybe it just doesn't like him.
That's possible, but yeah, I got a 6.
Who is sitting across from Imram right now?
You pin the other end of it.
Well, I think we stopped it. It's still there, but it's
Hold
not.
on, guys. Hold on. Just stay still. Jeb continues to chew a carrot and spits carrot juice on the wound. You see the worm inside it wither and curl up
What?
and die. Trusty carrot.
Mental filing cabinet. Carrot juice.
Yeah.
If I'm able to remove my stabby bit with the worm attached to it, that would be great.
Yeah, you're able to drag it out.
Yeah, I'll unpin the other side of it so you can pull it out easier.
Terrible sound effects ensue. Lorp.
Imram, you take another 12 damage. Just this is damage, not HP reduce.
Okay, 12. You said?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be 6.
I thought you were a warlock. I didn't think you were a barbarian.
I'm a
Yeah,
barbarian.
I'm
No,
still
he
remembering
was-
from that one shot.
Oh
But
yeah,
he's a
gotcha.
barbarian.
Yeah. Shallow.
I always thought of you as squishy.
He was fun. I was squishy in that fight because my 38 maximum HP was down to 6 after a breath attack, but
Oh yeah.
the next hit just automatically took me down. I see why
Yeah,
you
you
thought
made
that.
a squishy.
I guess I pin it and the knife to the table. Now that it's not in. Hey, someone check his arm, see if it's still doing the thing.
His hand
Yeah,
remains crystal, so he's able to move it around.
Is it spreading now, or is it?
Nope.
Is there any way I can check and see if I can figure anything out about it?
Yeah,
It's not an affliction you've ever heard of.
I don't feel so
I
good.
have no idea about this, man.
Your
I can't-
left arm and your hand are crystal. You're able to move it around.
I can't really feel anything in my hand. It's weird.
It feels numb.
So I think our next course of action is either A,
I think I'm a little,
finding someone
little
who knows
woozy
a lot
too.
about dragons, or B, finding a doctor
I mean, you could always dump it in carrot
or a
juice.
cleric.
Do you have
You
any
know, it-
carrot juice made ready?
I mean, he spat out. See, Emram, I'm gonna Jeb. See, if you gonna can you let Jeb spit on your arm? I mean, that helped for the worm. Maybe it'll. I don't know if it'll. Maybe it probably won't, but maybe.
You want me to let Jeb spit on me?
Hey, it worked
I
the
mean, you
first
did it
time.
before.
Yeah, I mean,
Jeb pulls out a fancy-looking stopwatch. All right, give me a second. He puts it back in. Okay. He moves over towards to a spot like kind of where the stone fireplace is, and kind of jumps up and down on the stone, and moves over, jumps up and down again, and you hear like a hollow sound, and he moves off the copstone of one of the stones and pulls out a what looks to be like kind of like a plastic bag kind of thing, and inside some orange juice.
And where does he get all this stuff?
Exactly.
He has
I have
too
no
much free
idea.
time.
He saves so much money not paying his workers that he can just buy weird shit.
The funny
Maybe
thing is, I've
we're in
copied
his
his
demi plane.
movements and not had any results recreating the weird shit he does.
Maybe we're in his demi plane. Maybe Jeb is the real villain here, controlling all of our fates.
He's a god, but in order to do stuff, it's super convoluted.
The Bone Man will answer for this.
All right, so he gets out some stuff and he instructs you to put the arm inside of it. It's like, all right. So you have a couple choices here. You can regrow your arm. It'll be very costly. Well, I don't know about costly, about money, but it'll hurt like a bitch. Or you could keep the crystal. I mean, he pokes the crystal. It seems to work just fine. You might even, I don't know, increase your AC.
I mean,
AC, what's that?
I don't care. You spit on it, keep it the same. As long as I can, one, do something about this pain from being stabbed, and he'll eye the two guys over there that has a chunk of flesh on
I
their
gesture
knives.
to the worm.
All right. So I can fix that. I can guarantee you won't think about about the stabbing. I can fix that.
And also, I don't know if it's a crystal or what, but I feel awfully weak. Could be the blood loss too. I don't really know.
Don't worry, I can make you forget about the stabbing. You ready?
I'm afraid.
He
Please
takes
don't
out,
stab
he
him
takes
in the
out
foot.
some of the juice, rubs his hand in it, pops his knuckles, and he does like he like has like a ready karate chop motion around his arm. It's like, all right, on three, ready? One, and he does it, and your arm falls off.
I take this moment to cover my ears and also cover where my snake's ears would be if it had ears.
My entire arm fell off.
Yeah.
Why did you do that? Is there any blood squirting out of it?
No. He takes some more of the juice, and it feels like acid as he rubs it against the wound. Hurts like a bitch. It'll grow back in a year or two.
I'm going to snap your neck, Jeb. If I had those arms.
He pulls out a carrot and bites it.
Are those locally grown, or where'd you get those?
They are not locally grown.
Can
Is
I
there
have
about
one?
chance
You
that-
have never seen a carrot before.
Is there about chance something long and pointy like a carrot on the table?
There is a carrot on the table.
I'm going to grab one and I'm going to attempt to stab him in the eye with it.
Disadvantage.
And I roll a. No, I'm just roll my my warhammer.
Now the question is a carrot?
You feel your left fingers
hold on.
popping out of the hole. You can kind of move your left fingers, kind of like a like it's slowly growing out that way.
I got a 7 to hit.
You miss.
So weird.
Question is, are carrots strength weapons or finesse weapons?
What does it matter? Strength is my best. You can use strength on a finessable weapon too.
I mean, while your hand's growing back, I can tie a cleaver to your arm.
You know, that'd be really interesting. I've always wondered this. What if we put pixie dust in it while it regrows?
Not sure.
What
the
the
pixie
hell's a
does that.
pixie?
All right, look. Just because they're not human doesn't mean they're not consensual.
What?
What?
does that mean?
Consensual? I'm not fucking a creature.
That's not. No.
I'd like to steal one of the carrots if there's any left.
There's one on the table. He lets you have one.
You're all crazy.
I will
can
use
have
this
this-
later.
You can have this blasted thing. He'll throw the carrot down, and Imbram is leaving. At this moment, his plan is to be done with y'all. You're crazy. Jeb is insane lunatic, and he's done with this. So his intention is to leave and never come back.
He pulls out a parchment. You signed the contract, laddie.
Nope, he's over it. He's walking out. He's not lawful. Forget that.
Your feet remain standing, and they don't obey.
Ah!
Don't. You should probably don't do that because it's magic.
It's how I got Kane.
Yeah.
I
Speaking of
hate
which, you have carrots. Are you
magic.
wanting me to make ratatouille?
No.
I mean, you know I can make good ratatouille. It's kind of my specialty.
Dude, wasn't meat your specialty?
No. My specialty is ratatouille and confit bialdi.
After a few minutes, Imram's arm is back.
That wasn't years at all.
During the time that this is all going on, can Linebeck like go over and inspect the worm?
Inspect what?
Worm.
Oh yeah, I think one hand is on the knife that still has it like stuck in the table with it on it.
It looks like a corpse worm, except its mandibles are made of crystal.
Corpse worm? A crystal corpse worm.
Uh-huh.
No. What is a
See if the heart's still beating.
It's not.
I stick the tip of my walking stick in one of the thingies to see if anything happens.
Nothing happens.
Ah.
So the
What?
heart was okay. So this was probably what caused the dragon to become crystal and all of that. This is
Yeah.
probably what Necromancer did to that dragon.
Yeah, he also brought it back, correct? Because the dragon was dead by all accounts.
Yeah,
You see
it
the
was
heart
probably the worm
revert.
that brought
You
it
see
back.
the heart coming undone from a crystallized state. It's beginning to revert towards normal flesh.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah, that's what happened. The worm is what brought it back to life. That is a weird ass worm.
I go check on the crystal shards that we have put up.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out the eye when he starts doing that.
The flesh reverts to normal.
Okay.
Well, now if we give it to a blacksmith, it won't look like a elaborate assassination attempt.
All right, so everything has gone back to regular dragon parts.
Yep.
Okay.
You okay
In which
there, Imram?
case,
Your arm's
Imram?
back.
Yeah,
You know, that
It
technically
is.
wasn't my fault.
no, it wasn't.
Oh, now, Jed, let's not go pointing any fingers.
You're still raging, aren't you?
Technically, it ended, but he's everything but raging, but he's around the verge of it, yeah. He's not taking damage or anything, so technically his rage would be ending. So this is just a normal anger.
You want some?
So
You want some honeysuckle?
Just want to get out in the desert, away from this cursed city, this cursed tavern.
Fine.
Did you hear that voice? Did you hear that voice? That was the evil god's voice.
I have two voices.
The
Okay,
the way
guys?
the way the fine came in at the end, I heard it.
I have two voices. Okay, guys.
Take off that veil.
He pulls out a quill and writes void on the contract. Your feet are able to move. There you go. Now you can do whatever the fuck you want. Your forfeit you pay though.
He eyes him, squinty eyes. Remember, my character is 4'1", very tiny, and just squints at him and attempts to leave. Nothing stops him. He'll head out.
You sure you want to go, buddy?
He doesn't answer. He's gone. So for now, he's not there.
Are you bringing in a new character, or what are you doing?
No, whenever the guys are leaving and they go back to that blimp that's out there, my character will be there.
That blimp's gonna be there anymore. We just borrowed it.
Oh, it's out.
Borrow with heavy air quotes.
Jeb did a thing. That's my official explanation now. Anytime something happens, it'll be because Jeb did a thing.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I mean, so about that guy we were supposed to give the dragon blood to.
Yeah, that guy.
We need to get to him and do that.
Yeah, that. I would say that would be a good course of action, but we also now have organic parts on us. Before it was crystal, and that was just kind of cool to keep around, but now we actually got to do something about this stuff, or it's gonna start
I mean, I can cook it up
rotten.
real quick.
You can sell the materials for half their value really easily in the market.
Do
I
we
There's
mean,
wanna sell
alchemists
them?
that peruse there pretty easily.
Yeah.
alchemists, you said no. Hey, either I don't suppose any of you are able to cold box stuff. Have like a freezing device. Like I can't.
Jeb
I
goes
I
to one of
would.
his walls.
Of course you do. I don't know why.
He's just leaning against it. What?
All right, never mind. I thought you were gonna do something because half the time you go over there, you do a thing, and sometimes it's all right. Don't worry about it.
mean, give me a little bit.
Every
can-
single floorboard has a secret under it. There's no secret floorboards.
Yeah, good point. But
Well, if you knew about them, they wouldn't be secret.
That's true.
So I say a good thing to do would be to find a reputable like alchemist or something and see what they can do with this heart and eye. Because at least with the teeth and claws that we got, we can make stuff out of those. But like a heart and eye, we're either gonna eat them, sell them for money, or like find someone to do something with them.
Yeah, I'm not opposed.
There's no defined recipes for them, but they're very valuable for research purposes.
Mhm.
Some high level spells require them as regents as well.
yeah, so what we can, whatever doesn't, I'll cook up, and we can have a meal of dragon.
All
Can you
right.
do that with the eye or the heart?
I would rather use some of the what looks like ground meat now from the shattered crystal shards for the cooking.
Yeah, maybe the heart still got residual like gross stuff in it.
Yeah, that
So
would.
maybe don't eat that.
Yeah, try to sell it first. If it doesn't sell and we're desperate, I can cook it up, but you probably try to sell those first.
Yeah. All right. I'll asking Jeb now. You happen to know any alchemists or anyone that might be interested in these dragon parts?
Yeah, I might know a guy. He takes a knife and cuts part of the heart out just a little bit. Hey, fetch! He throws it to Emran.
No, Imran's not there.
Oh wait, he left. It lands on the floor. That's weird. The dog rushes in and eats it. Oh god damn it!
grows wings.
No, put it down. Don't. No, put it down. Put it. No, don't you. It eats it.
Yeah, that was kind of a lost cause once the dog came in here.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is my
You
whistle?
still got most of it.
I think we should just take what we've got and go look through the market, see if we can find an alchemist.
Already.
Works for me. Also, you gave me the whistle and I put it on the table. It's over there. I point at the table that I left the whistle on.
Ah, great. He grabs the whistle and throws it at Hodgkin's head.
I take whistle in the face damage.
It hurts a little bit.
Alas, I was not properly prepared. Do you want me to? Okay, fine. I put it back in a pocket somewhere. All right. Unless anyone's got any better ideas, which we might, but like we might not. We should go do that thing that we said we were gonna do, which is go look for that one guy and sell him some stuff.
Yep.
Yep.
I head for the stairs.
We're going.
Yeah, let's go.
I do not fall down the stairs on the way up. I don't know. Maybe I do.
All right.
During that entire time, I didn't hear the rogue say anything.
There's another chunk of the heart that he gives out and he puts it into a vial. Just for later.
Vote in.
All right. So you guys are able to find someone to purchase the heart really easily, as well as the eye and all the other materials you wish to sell.
All right.
Very cool.
Bookkeeping.
Monday.
They'll purchase it for half of the amount that it's listed there.
All right. Anyone want to try and bargain, or are we just going with half?
I don't have it, so
It's not important right now. Just say that for after the game.
yeah.
All right. So we have 17,500.
Hey guys, are we selling this blood? No, right?
No, we're
No,
not
we
selling
need
the
that.
blood. The
No,
blood
we
is held
can't.
in reserve.
Are you sure? All right.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Okay, we have a grand total of 26,250 gold pieces in the party total. And
bad.
then we still have the teeth and I guess claws. Teeth and claws.
No, I specifically took fangs.
Okay. Well, I know one of us wanted claws. So is it 2 claws and 4 fangs then?
It's just 4 fangs or just the what you get. Yeah, there's no claws.
Okay. So
yeah.
then just 4 fangs.
I
Alright.
rolled good.
Next course of business. We should probably go find that guy.
Yeah.
He was what did they say? He was out in the desert somewhere? Why is
Yes.
everybody out in the desert somewhere? They can't live here.
Because it's the easiest place to hide, considering there's never a path twice.
You
Yeah,
also
but
don't have to
like-
worry about flooding.
To be fair, that hasn't historically been an issue. This is more of a last couple of days kind of thing.
Yeah. Before we do head out into the desert, now that we have 26,000 gold, is there anything anyone wants to buy? The main thing that I'm looking at is for those fangs. If for our rogue Bodan if he wanted to get those made into some cool daggers or not.
That would be really cool, but I also think that's not super needs to be done right this second.
Well, I mean, we can just be like, we're getting them made and then move on and
Yeah,
get 'em
okay.
at some point.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah,
hand
it'll
wave.
take a while to
No
make
need
them
for
anyway.
RP.
Yeah, I just don't want to like spend the next however long like haggling and shit like that. I feel like that can be done after.
Nah, Linebeck knows a guy who would love to work on this stuff, and
That
we
sounds
got
awesome,
the money
man.
for it. Leave him a little extra tip. We're good to go. We just need
Very
to know
cool.
how much we're paying, and if he's taking all 4
2,000
fangs,
gold,
or
low
if he just
convert
needs
two
like 2.
two fangs into 2 daggers +1.
All right,
Very cool.
here you go.
Yep, there
So
we go.
2,000.
Mhm.
All right,
Each.
there you go.
So 4,000, and if you're gonna give him money for a rush job, so say 4,2.
There you go.
Point of haggling is go lower, not higher, Hodgkin.
I didn't
Or-
say anything,
Yeah,
Sorry, Kane.
but
yeah,
that
no,
is
we're
something I would say.
yeah, that is true, but we're not haggling. We're just putting a rush on it. Like, here,
Yeah,
get this done as soon as possible.
people have to make living wages too. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. This is also just for
Please, if people want to make
Sivas.
living wages, they can
Remember, he
work
has
harder
cool stuff to work
jobs.
on.
No.
First the land shark tooth, now a dragon fang. Sivas is living it up, working for this guy.
So how are you guys leaving the city?
Does the first of all, does that compass still work? Do we still have the compass?
Yes.
We still have the compass.
You know,
we
it
haven't
feels
tried
like-
Hold on.
redirecting it.
You notice something strange, Bodan. You know how like half your cloak is made of sunlight?
Yeah.
It's leaving a red shadow.
That's kind of ominous. It's like,
the
as in,
longer that this
it's
goes
just
on-
projecting. It's like an LED that's like.
A slight red shadow, yes. It's like a red tinted shadow.
Realistically, someone else would have to notice this because I don't think a normal person like looks behind them enough to see.
Depends on how paranoid you are.
Maybe Sebas would have noticed it since it's his cloak.
Or maybe it only just started happening.
Yeah.
It gets late enough in the day that your shadow is like in front of you. You're like, hey, wait a minute, that's not weird. That's not normal.
Okay. So the longer that this goes on, the more credence to what I was saying earlier is added.
Well, we got the
Very
compass.
cool.
If it
I
still
glow in the dark
works-
now.
Oh,
That's what a rogue likes to do. Glow in the dark. Makes
Uh,
sneaking so much easier.
Hey, please point at. Anyone know what was his name? Did we get that guy's name?
Who?
The desert dude. Do we?
Emerson's rival. It wasn't Emerson. It was his rival.
Okay.
I never
I
write down his
talked to
name.
the compass to whoever has the compass, so I don't think I actually have the compass.
No, I
So-
have it, but Bodan could just give it to you.
Yeah,
He doesn't
cool.
really want it.
Please point towards.
Will Wheaton.
Yes.
His name is Thrill.
The real.
Nice. Please point towards Emerson's rival that we're supposed to give the dragon blood to in exchange for combat services.
Doesn't work.
Fuck.
Did you remember to give it some of your blood?
You know,
I-
that's a good idea.
Kane holds out his paring knife that still has some of Emmeram's blood on it.
I got my own knife. Hold on.
It's already coated in blood.
I clean. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Very good.
The compass points to Emram.
What?
Well, we wouldn't know that. So I guess we're going to Emram.
Yep.
We're just like, it works.
Hey, it's working.
You find him sitting outside of a pastry shop.
Wow. So I guess we're supposed to give you the dragon's blood. Why didn't you just say so the first time?
When you first walk up on him, you notice him having a very polished stone about the size of a softball in his hand that he's holding up. The rocks isn't from anything around here. Linebeck might know it if he is from Spalding as well.
And Linebeck is from Spalding.
There is an older woman who noticed you were in distress, Imram, and she came out to talk and comfort you. She has a large set of earrings inside her ear, and she gives you cookies,
Ah, he'll gladly eat
healing
this.
cookies.
Oh, fantastic! Does it heal my HP damage?
Yes,
Oh, how much? I had negative 26 HP.
they're made with love, so they heal everything.
Oh,
Who designs these things? This place is okay.
no, Miss Greta, you're so nice.
Her name's Grandma Magda.
Grandma Magda. I'm gonna put her on my allies tab.
Yes, I know you work for my son-in-law, or used to anyway.
Your son-in-law, Jeb?
Yeah, it's like a tankerous bastard.
He's horrible. I've been in this area for 2 years, and those 2 years was fine. But I joined his services. I get breathed on by a crystal dragon, flown to yonder and back, and I had my left arm ripped off, turned to crystal, not in that order, and grow back. How's how's a dwarf
It's
supposed to
okay, dear.
handle?
She pats your back. Would you like a cupcake?
Yes.
She gives you a healing cupcake.
Yeah.
You know, I have a potion of healing that's in the shape of a cupcake.
Oh, nice. Well, yeah, he'll be there, and I guess that's what you see when you guys walk up on him. Him sobbing into a old woman's arms.
She's wearing spectacles and in like a lacy dress too, like an old lady dress. By the way, the cupcake has frosting and a cherry on top, but it never fades. It's always fresh.
Very interesting.
She put it in a box for you.
Nice.
Nice.
Very heartwarming.
She notices the
So
party
it-
rises. Would anyone like some tea?
Hello.
Would you like some tea?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Absolutely.
She pulls out
Yeah.
a whistle from her from underneath her blouse and blows it. A few minutes later, you can hear running across as a dog with a strapped leather table is on it, and like somehow like it must be like magnetized or something because there's covered cups on top of a table on the back of the dog.
Is this the same dog?
Same dog.
Same dog.
Okay.
That dog is mighty talented.
It barks in agreement.
Emram will shoot out a snot wart out of one of his nostrils, and then look at you guys, and
She's gonna smack the back of your head. Manners.
he'll say, "Excuse me."
Good.
And what are you guys doing here?
The compass is spinning when it's towards him.
I point at the compass. So, we asked it about that dude in the desert who we're supposed to give the dragon's blood to, and I guess it's pointing to you. So,
I I don't want your dragon's blood.
So you're telling me we're not supposed to find. So you're telling me that you don't have beef with Emerson, and that you're not the guy we're supposed to deliver dragon's blood to help with getting rid of Emerson.
Yeah.
Emerson?
Yes.
That dastardly dog.
I look at the dog.
That was Grandma the Magda speaking.
I will take a teacup and start sipping, just watching everything going on with slitted eyes. Like, what the hell?
Lineback.
How
What you
bastardly
need?
can he be? That little rat. Oh, give me the blood and I'll make up something nice and cozy for your journey. It should help.
Uh,
You notice that the compass is actually pointing slightly beyond Emerson at the lady.
Ah,
Huh.
Ah,
that works, yeah?
I was gonna spike the compass, but I guess that wouldn't have been good. You did. I'm now talking to the compass. You did great. Ignore
Sorry
what
for
I said
doubting.
about spiking, please. Thank you.
Lineback will take the blood out of one of his side pouches and hand it over to Grandma Jeb.
Thank you. She goes in the back and comes back with some blood pies after about an hour. You now have 3 greater healing potions in the form of blood pies.
That works, yeah?
So I guess this means that we're just gonna do a full frontal assault.
There was like 40 guys that Emerson had.
Well, upwards. We don't have any
Upwards of 40.
definitive sayings of how much they have.
She also hands you a tiny box with a ribbon on top. Now, don't open this until you really need to. But when you need to, open it with love. And she carefully, gingerly hands it to Lineback.
Lineback being just as careful, he'll tuck it into one of his probably into his backpack. He'll probably like set it down and like move some
It has
stuff
like
around
gift wrapping
so that
around
way
it
it's
too.
padded. Yeah, he'll make sure that it's properly padded inside the backpack, or like a messenger bag satchel kind of thing,
Gotcha.
just so that way it's safe. So,
Emerald will
also
get up.
adding a one mystery box.
How tall is
So
Lineback?
Lineback is not he. So
He's a dwarf.
probably close. Yeah, he's a dwarf, but he's probably on the taller end of dwarves.
Okay, so around 4'10", 5'1".
Yeah.
Okay, so you stand about 10 inches taller than me at least then.
Mhm.
But my character will walk up to your character, look you in the eye. You know, all of you are probably going to destroy this world one day. Especially if you keep following that Jeb around. I don't see anything good coming from it.
The dog starts whining.
But I'm going to make sure all of you don't fuck up.
Lineback will kind of just stare back at you. He's wearing a mask, so you're just looking into like painted eyes, just big old eyes, and he's just gonna kind of put a hand on your shoulder and just say, of all the crap that I've heard from in the last, however long that this campaign is going on so far, he'll say that amount of time.
Okay.
For the last little, however long it's been, I've heard that it's not gonna end any other way. So maybe, just maybe, we'll do better this time. Whatever that means.
You'll,
Oh, I almost forgot. She pulls out a bunch of pulls out a bunch of like suckers. Anyone want a sucker?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, sure.
If she's offering, Lineback will definitely take it.
Free
Yeah,
candy,
well.
sure, why not?
It tastes like hope,
Mm,
aka your favorite taste.
Cool.
excellent. That's 10,000 temporary HP points, right?
Actually, no, it's a bardic inspiration die.
Ooh.
Ah.
What is
Yeah,
that?
I'll take
So
it.
what is that? Like an extra D4 on
Yeah, D4
like
on any one roll.
Is
Nice.
it? I thought it was a D6. Bardic is.
It scales,
Oh, okay.
as far as I know.
Yeah.
I do the thing from
lower
this
level die,
video.
Gotcha.
Now she looked at the dog. Now make sure you take good care of him. The dog basically half salutes with a paw.
I didn't know we were playing with Scooby Doo.
L Hitler sign?
Hey, Hodgkin, you can talk with animals, right?
In theory, I mean, anyone can talk with animals.
Well,
Hey,
I
how you
mean,
doing?
It. What is the dog's reaction to Hodgkin asking that?
You know the golden retriever smiling meme? That. Someone please post it for convenience.
Yes, please. I'm not sure what's being. I like the snake licking the lollipop.
All right, I found it.
Does snake also get a bardic inspiration?
Okay, it is this one.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of them when you type that out. So
Fucking love that gif.
See, it works.
I mean, at least we're not dealing with a moon.
I mean, Lineback is mostly just asking about this, so since the dog is apparently supposed to take really good care of us, we want to be able to at least understand what it needs to tell us, other than through
And don't forget,
gestures.
so you remember that the package she handed you that was very special mystery box was really warm. She's gonna hand you a small little blue ball that's kind of like looks like kind of like ice. She's gonna hand it to you and say, "Whenever you need a little bit more time to think about what you've done, throw this in the air at whoever made you mad." And then she's gonna hand it to the party and then pat the cheek of wherever she hands it to.
Whenever you need more time to think about what you've done,
Ah.
Throw it at the person
Fuck.
who made you mad.
Where's Jeb?
No, okay.
this session is definitely not the ominous one.
No.
It could not be this one.
So, I was hearing you
Oh,
guys
we're about to
talk
go
about.
off.
Most of my
Sorry.
players love Grandma Magda.
Yep. So there's a back entrance, right, to these bandits we're going after.
Yep.
Okay, but we have to go through an undead infested tower to get there.
No, I think that's two different
No,
things.
that-
That was a different
that
thing.
was
That
another
was
thing.
one of the options
There's
for
another
us
cave
to gather
entrance.
money.
There's another
Okay.
cave entrance.
Yeah, there's
so you
another
could
cave entrance.
literally fuck him from behind if you wanted to.
That I mean, turning to
gonna happen.
Lynn back. Okay, so you're not into sneak attacks, right?
No, taking a man by surprise is definitely not one of the more honorable ways to fight.
How about
What-
Even
40?
if it would be for bandits.
So what about if we go send someone to the front entrance, smoke them out, and catch them in the rear, like say a landslide?
That is more preferable. That's strategy.
What?
There is
What?
there is a mining shaft that they're basically living in an old mine. An old dwarven mine, actually.
Okay, Dwarven Mine, that might be harder to smoke them out.
Like,
What clan do you live? Do you come from, Lambeck?
it's Spalding. But I think I am definitely gonna need to try and flesh this out a little bit more. But my idea for how Linebeck wants to do fights is basically Ghost of Tsushima, not doing the sneak attack stuff that's in there.
Mhm.
Because there's like whenever you do like sneak attacks and stuff like that, the game like penalizes you for it because it's not the honorable way to fight as a samurai. So like going in and attacking everyone one by one under cover of night is not the way you do it. The way that they want you to do it is like to go up
How
front,
does that? Is that?
call
Are
out
you
the
talking
leader, and
mechanically?
attack. Yeah, mechanically.
Don't worry
That's how
too
the
much.
game
Don't
works.
worry too much about that. I'm, like I allow like cinematic combat and called shots and things like
Mhm.
that, and it's all about like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna now. If you wanted that to be like a thing about your character, that is awesome. That's fine, but just be aware of I would never penalize you
Yeah.
for like
no,
doing the
no,
fucking
I
thing
wouldn't
that
expect
is
you.
like, I'd given you another option to go fight these guys, and like it's screaming like, frontal assault might be a little teensy weensy bitty suicide. So don't feel like you're going to be penalized doing that. Well, if something like that comes up, talking about, we'll figure something out.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't expect you to do it. I'm just basing off how Linebeck interacts with stuff,
Okay.
how mechanically it is in the game Ghost of Tsushima.
We
Yeah.
should get to where it's at and actually look and see what it's like there.
Yeah, let's scope it out. I do
Doing
have
a
some things
stakeout
I
would
can
be
do and change the terrain if we need to.
Sounds like a good
doing
idea.
a little stakeout would be a good place to start.
Perhaps,
Maybe there's some locals you can ask them about,
perhaps
topography and stuff.
can we see if we
Emerald's
can get
putting a rock in his backpack and is leaving, going toward to wherever you get horses and sleds and whatever, and is heading towards that way while grumbling. First, he turns into a horse. Now he can change the earth at will, and just mumbling about it.
Oh yeah, man woke up with a horse standing over
Yes, you
him.
did. Never dealt with a druid before, have you?
Big old
He's
flapping in front
mumbling.
of his face.
He's mumbling as walking down.
It was a male horse, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
Kane's a male, so
Yeah.
That is an interesting thing to put forward. Can druids wild shape into different genders?
I don't know
It's
actually.
transmutation magic. Why not?
No. We have enough
No.
like Rule 34 bullshit to deal with as
No,
DD
thank you.
players.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone here is a furry. There's no cat folks here.
Yeah.
Actually, I had Tabaxi as a banned race for a while, and had it canonically that the Tabaxi were all burned alive by dragons.
Oh, that's horrible.
Damn.
Yeah.
But I could see
And
a
one of my
dragon.
players was like, I really want to play Tabaxi, and I was like, this is what happened. I'm like, that. Then I, dude, that's pretty fucking dark. And I was like, yeah, you have a point. So
I mean, if I was a dragon flying around a escapeless landscape with nothing but just plains on it, and I see a tabaxi ring around, that'd be the only fun I have. Breathe fire and see if I can hit it.
Aerial target practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should pick up some mounts and head out. And that if
I would like
Imran's
to
not
remind
injured.
everyone about the land sharks.
That is a good point. Do you think we'd actually be able to get another airship going that way?
Maybe. Well, let's see if it's still there and then decide. Maybe it's still there.
it's
Yeah.
not there.
Yeah,
Fuck.
it's not there. We
So
walked
now
all the
that we
way
see
there.
it's not still here,
You
let's.
see, it's been locked down for lack of payment of tariffs.
It's got a boot on it.
It's got a boot on it.
I can't believe they tied a giant
so
shoe
basically
to my airship.
Someone didn't pay the parking fee. That's basically what it is.
My bad. So we could do what we did last time.
We could pay the parking fee.
We could do that, but that's money. And it's not ours. We just borrowed it.
You're wanting to tie on to a airship, aren't you?
I mean, it wasn't so bad the last time that I did it. It was just a couple of people weren't happy.
To be fair, it was a pretty unusual experience.
Let's see. Can I turn into a squirrel so I can negate fall damage?
Out of character. Can I get a clarification?
Yeah, what's up?
Wasn't the deal that we got the airship not just a single use, or am I remembering wrong?
It was made available to you. But it currently has 2 guards standing out next to it. And you want to see the picture of the 2 guards?
Yeah, like I'm not thinking about stealing. I'm thinking about just paying the fine.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just making sure I didn't remember wrong.
Yeah. As far as you know, it was made available to you. That part wasn't like super elaborated on, to be honest.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was
so
just expecting a.
Oh,
This is a one-time thing.
oh.
Well, I
So-
mean, the
that's-
alternative is to go by foot, and that could be bad. I somehow I don't think Mr. Emerson is conveniently lined up with the Pilgrim's Path, which I'm pretty sure is subject to land shark attacks anyway. So
nothing is lined up to it. The
Yeah,
desert always
let's just see
shifting
what our
around.
fine is,
Yeah.
and then next time park in approved parking spaces. Maybe get a permit.
That,
I don't
that's
know.
a good idea.
Go to the DMV.
24 gold.
Oh, we got
24
that.
gold.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Oh, that's going to
I'll
break
just
us.
take it out of my own thing. I'll go ahead and do that right now.
I'll also apologize for the trouble. That was my bad.
Yeah, all
Didn't
right,
mean to
good side,
cause.
good side. Would anyone
Take
like
the
to roll
boot
an
off.
insight? Or, sorry, an investigation?
Sure.
Or a perception, depending on your POV.
I wouldn't. I think just looking around, it would make more sense for like I wouldn't investigate something if there wasn't reason to investigate.
Yeah.
So if you're saying like just me looking, okay, I'm
I
gonna
got
roll
a
perception
19.
now.
Yeah.
I got a 19.
Random
I got a
perception.
natural 20 on my perception.
You see the boot's kind of a janky thing. It's it looks like it was just kind of thrown on there. There's no like seal of Ozril. There's no like official looking documentation about it. It's just this basically they just chained it up to the dock and put a lock on it.
Wait a minute. There's a literal boot on this.
That's okay. That's hard
Literal
times.
boot.
It was almost nothing. That's okay.
Imran's
With how
going
much
to.
magic's been around, it's probably magical in some way.
Eh.
I won't
Everyone's
lie.
going
I mean,
to
it's
clearly
24
not
scoff.
magical. There's no rune work or anything like that on it. It's just someone put a fucking chain around it and around the pier.
It's almost nothing.
Oh, it's 24 gold.
It's
Tell the two
it's
to fuck
literally
off.
almost nothing.
Imran's going to scoff at the
It is the
idea that
equivalent of 24 copper. That's
Yeah,
literally
like it's the equivalent of like a nickel.
Yeah,
In real life.
seriously.
I'm not gonna. If people are
it's the
so
principle of the
desperate
matter.
that they're gonna like go out and scam people for nickels, that's really sad. Their lives don't need to be
especially
worse.
after the 20,000 gold we just acquired.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Hey, one of the guards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say just kind of scoff at it and everything, and just think it's hilarious that everyone's getting scammed and everything. Up until the point where I suplex the one of the guys.
Oh,
All right,
God.
roll the hit.
Okay.
Is that an athletics because of the grab attempt?
All right, that's fine.
Ooh, that's a terrible roll. That's that. Wait, do I have advantage on this because it's completely unaware?
Yeah.
Okay, better. 23 athletics.
Roll damage.
Guess that would be an unarmed strike. So that would be what? 3 bludgeoning.
He's dead.
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 Fuck.
He's a con.
So,
I don't
Mr. Honor guy,
Earl.
you don't like hitting people in the back. How do you feel about that?
The linebacker's just gonna yell out, "What the fuck, Emram?"
So
'Cause
you
that
see
was,
Emerald.
drop his musket, fucking run away. Drop the musket, drop the 24 gold, and fucking run away.
So you see Imram do that, and then he pushed the guy over, assuming he's probably just unconscious or anything. He's not too worried about it. And then he's going to look on him to see if he had any identification badges or anything else on him.
No.
Nothing.
Please,
You
someone
realize
tell
that
me you
his
know the
his
spell spelling about
uniform
me.
was basically hatched together.
yeah, it's
Here's a-
evil as shit.
Here's a medicine
Mm.
roll. That's a 10 medicine. As I'm patting him down and everything to notice he's not breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, linebacker is gonna go over, kick Emram away, and he's going to see what he can do to help this guy out.
Whatever. If you want scum on the ground, go for it. Sorry, if you want scum to take over the city, then go for it.
Linebacker is still.
Roll
Do
me an
I need to do a
investigation.
medicine check or anything?
Yeah. You
Investigation.
can roll me
Gotcha.
medicine and investigation.
Damn,
Medicine
that's a
DC
natural
5
20.
will tell you that he's dead.
Oh, he's dead. That's.
You know, Imram didn't do excessive force. It was very minimum damage. This guy was in poor
What did you roll?
poor health.
What did you roll for investigation?
I got a natural 20.
He has a brand around his arm, and it reminds you of the brands used in Spalding.
What brand?
A brand stating that he's basically he was a not a slave, but someone who broke the law and was punished by being sold into private slavery.
Uh-huh.
So lineback is gonna calm down a little bit after seeing that, but he's still not gonna be chill with him for that. He'll explain the brand and be like,
Yeah, I mean he
Well,
basically is either that or he get executed. So like he managed to not get executed, but
Yeah.
clearly he was still up to shit. He's
I board the vessel.
Yeah, climb on. Not just what?
When Imram notices Lineback's gaze on him lingers a little bit too long, 'cause he has a mask on. So I guess him just facing his direction at a prolonged period of time, he'll get two and two together. He'll pick up the sack of gold that the guy dropped, and
sack the 24 gold.
well, yeah, imagine it'd be a little tiny thing, because 24 coins is going to be hard to carry around when they're like the size of like a 50-cent piece.
it's a little tiny old pouch, yeah.
Yeah, he'll toss it toward Lineback, and then walk up on the ship, not saying anything, but notes that you are disapproval. He'll make note that he notices it.
Roll me an Arcana real quick, by the way, linebacker.
Okay. Arcana +0.
Careful, if
That
you roll
is
too low,
a-
you'll blow up the city.
17.
You realize that there's another mark in his arm. He sold his afterlife. He starts waking up after he dies. He gets resurrected as a zombie and goes off to work.
Eh.
Well, that was his choice. I'm not gonna stop him. He's off to do something that someone else needs him to do.
Wait a second, he just gets up.
Yeah, he begins to mop the city.
Lineback is just gonna say, once he notices that, once he sees the brand, he'll just go, "All right, he's fine." Just kind of push him away.
Because you're on so low in medicine. Just walked it off.
Yeah, I walked it off. Still not cool, but
Can I check the body? I was gonna ask. I didn't realize you failed though.
Yeah. What do you need to look at?
I just wanted to like check.
Yeah. What are you
Oh,
checking for?
Because it was I didn't realize it was the sequence was over. I just wanted to declare intent to roll.
Okay.
If it's too late, it's too late. But you know,
No,
there
it's
would be
fine. What are you trying to roll for?
like it would be like uh how fucked up the body would be.
Yeah, he's got a
Like
broken neck. You notice a broken neck as he gets up. He kind of like cricks his neck and fixes it.
oh yeah that okay that's really obvious then.
man's got a crooked neck.
it'll
All
be
right,
fine.
so I guess we should probably bring
Alright.
this up now. This dude just
Yeah,
broke
let's-
someone's neck over 25 gold. We just got like 25,000 of it.
Me? I didn't break anyone's neck.
I mean,
Emram,
Well,
the
okay,
dude's
okay,
neck
no.
was sideways.
Wait. Rehash that. I didn't break anyone's neck over money. It was a principle.
Oh, so you just felt like murdering a dude. Okay.
No, I felt like giving him what's what for heckling innocent folk.
Okay, so if somebody talks at you wrong, you break their neck and steal their 25 gold. Very cool.
Okay, I didn't steal anything.
I
And-
I literally just saw you pick up the fucking you loot his body and then tossed it.
No.
I literally just saw you do it.
To be fair,
No.
that was originally ours.
I didn't take anything from his body.
I literally saw you take fucking pouch from his body.
The other guy,
You literally
who ran
just
off
did
like
it
a
in front of
coward,
our eyes.
he
I'm not
dropped the
blind.
money.
He
You're not
dropped the
blind.
money when you made his neck go sideways, my dude.
The other guy dropped the money. Listen, that's not the point.
Alright,
This
alright,
guy
alright,
would
alright,
harm
alright,
the
alright.
common folk, and I stopped him.
So you're judge, jury, and executioner.
Well, when
Over
their neck is
25 gold.
when their neck is as flimsy as a stick, I guess so. I haven't met a dwarf that would die from that yet.
What's your alignment in the room?
Neutral good.
You're neutral. You're neutral.
His goal wasn't to kill.
You are now true neutral.
His goal wasn't to kill. It was literally, this guy's a scammer. This is his own justification. The guy's a scammer. He's doing this just to try and get any money because he perceives these people to be easy marks. And so he just basically just put him in an armbar and slammed him to the ground hard.
We also got to keep in mind that this is a level 3 barbarian versus a not leveled class at all.
It's also like a complete a cheap shot.
Fine. So your alignment does not shift towards evil, instead it shifts towards chaos. So you're now chaotic good.
Yeah.
If your character sincerely believes that they were doing, that they were quote unquote doing good, but they were doing so in a totally disproportionate manner.
Like I don't know. I just don't want to get backstabbed because the dude feels like snapping someone's neck.
If you think 3 damage will kill you, good luck.
Well, I mean, if you get fucking breathed on by a dragon, maybe. I mean, you did go down to what, 6?
Yeah.
So
Dragons in this economy, ridiculous.
yeah.
All
But
right.
continued actions like that will penalize your supposed alignment.
Oh yeah.
So keep that in mind. And unlike traditional D&D, this world's your alignment actually matters because it affects how it affects your ability to persuade people. It affects your ability to use magic items and how certain magic spells affect you.
Mhm.
So alignment is relevant. Okay. So the murder slash zombie vacation aside, you guys are in your blimp, or your airship, as it were, air sloop.
So is that a normal occurrence in this world? People would rise up from the dead?
Some people sell their afterlife, yeah. Or it gets
I feel like it
penalized.
would be more normal in like Osriel based on what they're seeing. I think I might have seen or at least heard of that kind of thing before, having been here for a while.
That does beg a good question. If someone killed by the alchemist has sold their afterlife, are they walking golden husks now?
Nope. The spell fails, actually.
Ooh.
Which is probably why.
Hodgkin found that out talking to a guard.
Yep, and that's probably part of why people want him brought in, because they're costing him money.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Having said that,
Tourism, baby.
there's a dead guy walking off, and we were where the guy died, so we should probably go.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Hey, Compass. Actually, anyone else have some? Whatever. I poke myself in the thumb and smear it on the compass. Hey, Compass buddy, could you please point us to the direction of this Emerson Bandit guy's abode, place of base of operations?
It spins, and locks on in a direction. Northwest.
Okay, see, I was concerned there for a moment that I said too many things, but apparently not. Okay, I
Put it into the wheel. Let's go.
put the thing in the thing.
Autopilot engage. Of course, as you guys are aware, you've had a chance to long rest. You can have your spells and anything like that changed as you see fit. That includes proficiencies or whatever that you guys have selected for. I know one of you has some weird shit like that. You can change your proficiency.
Let's boat it.
Very good.
So off you guys go into the sky. Woo!
Speaking of, what would be a good proficiency for him to learn before we go into this?
Proficiency with
Siege
murder.
tactics an option?
Hmm?
Proficiency in murder. Yeah, that's a good one. I was saying, is siege tactics an option?
Siege weaponry.
I might, if you could, I don't know what it would be, but maybe something related to, I don't know, like, what's the word? Like ground structure? That's not the word. Like,
Built a fucking trebuchet.
engineering, architecture. How to, I don't know, knock down
Engineering.
a mine shaft. Aside from like break all the wood yeah, but engineering
Is
isn't
that-
really a proficiency.
Are you
I
are you able to actually do shit like that, Lineback? Are you able to change your proficiency, or are you just curious something to learn as a character?
No, I don't get to change any proficiencies or anything like that, but
Gotcha.
Bodan does because of the
Oh, gotcha.
Phantom archetype.
Oh, cool.
So
Oh.
since
But
we
I
have
don't
a
know how
chance
that-
to
how's that
change
suppo- how's that
his
supposed to
ship
work,
proficiency
Bodan?
around.
How does it explain that you can do that? I'm just curious.
Give me a second. I will read it.
while he's looking that up, if you're talking about, what about tunnels and everything, you have two dwarves that get double proficiency on like masonry. So we know about tunnels pretty well.
Yeah, well, I mean, sure, but I don't want to assume. That's
Oh.
rude.
I mean, it's really a racial feature, so it can be assumed dwarves all know tunnels.
Right.
The
Yeah,
whole
but it
class flavor
would
is
help a
basically
little
just
bit more.
taking energy from spirits and energy
okay.
left behind from dead people.
Oh, cool.
He takes a proficiency from the guy that was just murdered. So he knew a little bit of siege tactics. So
Suddenly, the zombie can't work the pickaxe anymore.
Oh,
It just doesn't know
Bodan,
how.
you can see the ghost of the guy whose neck was snapped. He's trying to pick
Very
somebody's pocket unsuccessfully.
Very cool.
Yep. Personality trait. I judge people by their actions, not their words.
So I guess as we're flying,
you could probably do nature if Kane doesn't have it.
He's a
I don't
druid.
have it. I
Wait,
I would
what?
hope he
Not all
has it.
druids have it. I'm a dream druid.
Okay, okay, all right. That's
nature's int, so it's like it
consider
doesn't.
that inexcusable, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Believe it or not, it doesn't. The Circle of the Dreams doesn't give it as an option, which is weird.
That is weird.
The only nature I like is that Kush. Give me that Kush, and I can dream all day.
Yeah, it gives you a
So-
lot of healing stuff and survival and everything, but it leaves out nature.
Maybe having a nature proficiency here would be good, because although we have two dwarves,
I can get
that can do
Mason's
tunnels.
tools. That's the closest one, I think. I'm looking at the to see at the tool proficiencies.
Well, I can drop a cow on somebody's head from
Oh.
90 feet.
I have a hammer in my inventory for some reason.
Oh, by the way, Imram, Grandmother
Yeah.
Magda gave you a stick of Isons to burn. Whatever you want to relax.
A stick of what?
Isons.
Incense.
Incense?
Incense, I guess, is the proper
Okay.
pronunciation. Sorry.
I was just wondering if it was something
I'm a good
different.
old Southern boy. I call it Isons, but yeah, it's probably
I'm
not.
born and raised in Alabama. I understand. I was just making sure.
Yeah, we are probably having to burn those with a swiftness once we start going into the air.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
all feel some kind of meditative energy enter you when the incense is burned.
Oh no.
Linebeck will definitely use that opportunity to start his image training stuff. Then
You
I'm going to look for the cat. That bastard is following us. I know it.
Give me a second while I pull up the description of what's happening.
another cutscene. We're gonna get visited by that masked devil guy
Okay.
again, and he's gonna be like, "What the fuck are
All
you doing
right.
back here? I told you to leave."
Yeah.
So, you realize that all your life you have been coasting along as if it were a dream. Suddenly, the trials of the last few days, you have come alive. You realize you are catching on to secret success. It's just a matter of concentration. And then, all of a sudden, it's obvious to you. You just have to concentrate. All the energy and time you wasted, it's a sin. Without the experience you've gained, taking risks, taking responsibility for failure, how could you have possibly understood? Everyone, raise their level.
woohoo!
Oh, nice.
Wow, that I did not expect that to happen.
Nope.
Can't
How do
believe
you-
you've done this.
How do you raise your level on this D&D Beyond? Manage
Uh,
levels?
Yes.
Your feet's connected.
Oh, yeah.
Very good. More HP. I grow ever closer to not dying to power word kill.
Is that like the benchmark?
No, but it's a good 100 HP flat amount that doesn't change in between stuff. So
If your
that's-
current HP is 100, right, or more.
yeah, I think if you're I'm gonna look this up because despite how much I use the phrase, I don't actually.
Yeah, it changed between editions. I know in
No, if it's
3.5.
in
powerful.
5e, it's 100 or fewer. Otherwise, it does nothing. So you need 101 HP, otherwise you die instantly. That's harsh, man.
Oof.
Is
The
is
moment you
chill?
brought up our word kill, that just reminded me of a thing that I found recently. Let me see if I can post it in the main chat. But now I have come to a crossroads of do I get my dual wielder feat, or do I do a ability score improvement?
I took my ASI, and that's gonna be that.
I took a feat.
I took a feat as well.
I took skill master and I took nature.
All right, fair enough.
Which cantrip is it? Is it Chill Touch that has the specter hand come down and grab the person's shoulder?
I think so.
I believe so.
Chill touch, I believe, is the one that says touch, but is actually 120-foot range, right?
Yeah.
It's same as
the big one.
Firebolt. So wherever that one is.
Okay.
I think it does cold damage or necrotic damage.
I want to say necrotic, but don't quote me. Unless it's correct, then do quote me.
Druids don't get chilled touch, so I can't check. The closest
Here we
I've
go.
got is frostbite.
Yeah, it's a necromancy. It's It is, let's see, 120 area, ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature. Yeah, that's gonna fit flavorful. That's basically gonna be one of his ancestors that he summons when he rages. Is going to like reach out and attack people.
I'll probably go with dual wield.
I need my ASIs.
You
But during this trip, especially when he has the incense, and everything, he himself is going to feel really guilty because his intention wasn't to kill that guy. So he's going to take out one of the smaller stones in his backpack and start working it with his mason's tools. It's going to take a while before it comes into shape. But how long is this airship?
Like
Ryan?
the actual, like okay, I thought you were talking about like the actual length of the airship.
No, this ride.
100 feet, maybe.
no, the ride length. Like, how long are we going to be driving?
Oh, got you. 3 days.
Okay.
Oh, we got time.
So
That's
yeah.
hella far.
Hey, proficiency bonus is still the same as +2. Dang it. So let's see how well I roll this d20. Oh, no, don't roll 7 d20s. How do I take this back? Stop it. Okay.
There's a little X at the bottom when you click on stuff. You can just cancel it.
Okay, that's a 20 on my mason's tools as I work this little pebble. By the end of 3 days, anyone who takes notice will notice that it's going to be the guy's face. Gonna be a little etching of the guy's face coming into play.
Do we still have some of that, some of the actual dragon meat on us?
Mm-hmm.
If
Probably.
so, yeah. During the 3 days to save on rations, I'll go ahead and cook up some of that because it's going to go rancid if I don't.
All right, then.
Oh, yeah, how many rations do we go through with you cooking that? Is that enough
Uh,
for?
that would.
Not
How
for 3
much?
days.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone will
Should be like.
notice a little vial of a weird cut meat in his and probably like the little cupcake thing that he got. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Open it up, smell it. It actually kind of smells pretty good. I guess the icing on it kind of, and he'll eat it. It does not sit well though, and he is nauseous for several hours.
I'd take the chopped dragon meat, kind of cut it finer, and probably end up first night. It's like dragon tacos.
Ooh, dragon tacos.
You want to talk about? Okay. Thank you. Low hanging fruit. I had to. I'm sorry.
So I gained the aberrant dragon mark feat. That's what I chose.
What does that do?
It lets me increase my combat +1.
That
which is what I
one's an
wanted to do.
Eberron specific one, just as a heads up.
Yeah,
Like
but
it's a setting specific one for one of the published settings.
I am aware.
I mean,
And the
Eberron's
DM.
one of the default options that's enabled, so.
Yeah.
The DM is aware as well. But I don't know. I don't know what the mark is going to be though, or where it's going to appear. I don't know if it's a DM wants to have fun with that or not.
Yep, I already figured out what's gonna happen, so it's fine. Alright, so you guys arrive at what appears to be the entrance to a couple different caves.
Different caves.
Suspicious
As
dice
we're
rolling
arriving,
noises.
can we do a as we're coming up, since Linebeck is pretty much always going to be on the top deck, can he like look around and make sure there are no patrols as we're getting closer?
And as a matter of fact, you notice with your passive perception, because I rolled like shit, there's a single torch that turns around, sees your ship, then runs off into a cave.
Oof.
Rick, how far away are they?
90 feet.
90 feet. I'm gonna get them with my longbow. I got
Roll
that
to hit.
bad boy. Let's go.
Beat his
That
ass.
was crooked. Oh no, that's not anything at all.
I
That is a
can
9.
fire with disadvantage.
I'm going
as
to
well.
add my bardic inspiration to that because
Okay.
that would have been just a 9.
It's 90 feet, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I
And that is
attack
plus
with?
4, so that's 13 to hit.
Okay. Go ahead, Bodun.
Okay, this was with disadvantage since it's at the very edge of range.
What'd you hit? What did you roll?
Let's see. First one's a 10. I get a second one because of crossbow expert. If I can.
Two nat 20s, I believe. Okay,
Two
never mind.
10s.
Oof.
Fuck, that's his AC.
Hey.
Oh, so we both
3
hit.
fucking arrows plunge into his back and he collapses.
Nice. Nice.
All right.
Don't currently have
So
any ranged attacks.
okay, so remember what I said earlier about us not going in through the back?
Mm-hmm.
As much as I hate it, we might have to do something like that because we almost alerted everyone. We're gonna have to go down there and get him out, like now, before someone sees the body.
Get me closer and I can bury him.
All right.
Well, I guess
Damn.
we should land this
It's
thing.
pitch
And
black
Well-
at night, by the way.
Well, how
Oh,
far
it's at night.
how far out is he? Is him from the cave? He might be far enough out that the desert's going to bury him before anyone can get to him.
That's a good point.
He's 40 feet away from the cave.
Yeah, no, we need to get that because he also has a torch on him.
Yep,
So
I
we need to
be
put that
within 30
torch.
feet.
The torch is out.
We should probably like get over there, put a torch somewhere, and light it.
the decoy
Um,
torch, good idea. We should also put this somewhere, this boat, somewhere that's not in direct line of sight of the. How many cave entrances you said there are 2?
Yeah.
Not in
You
direct
don't-
line
the
of
way
sight.
it is like the cave is like on top of a rock, and you guys are like kind of level with the rock. But as soon as you guys get off the ship, it'll automatically, what it'll do is it'll lower itself, so it's hidden behind like the cliff.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Uh,
How convenient.
the
Do
boat
it.
can handle itself, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Want to do
However,
a
I
quick
need
history roll.
someone to make me a stealth check for your party.
I believe that's going to be the rogue.
Everyone, look
Yep.
at the rogue.
I have a 20 on my history check on to deal with like
22.
stones and masonwork.
Okay.
So my suggestion is we just go into the back entrance and looking at Linebeck, not attack them per se, but get to the point where we can cave in the other
Alright.
part of the caves, and so we
So-
have access to the back.
You notice there is a torch that's hanging just inside the entrance, and a guard hanging there. He's got a +3 to his perception. So I'm gonna roll a d20 in general, and we'll see if he sees you. He does not. He turns back around.
It's close.
Okay.
This is
Very
becoming
good.
more and more of a stealth mission, and I'm getting less and less. Linebeck is getting less and less happy at this. Me, Uhl, is excited. Linebeck is not.
You notice there is a slight rise of a hill. I'm kind of overlooking your area, and there appears to be what looks to be some kind of large, weird cylindrical metal object with a person sleeping next to it.
Uh-huh.
Is it?
It's a fucking cannon.
This thing is quiet, right?
I'll go.
The
Far from
cannon.
it.
The cannon is not quiet.
No, the ship. The ship is
It's
quiet, right?
relatively quiet.
So, I
We can park that. I'll put on the cloak of invisibility. I'll take care of it.
I can also become a giant fuck off spider.
Okay.
Uh,
Where's
Have you
this going?
seen a giant spider?
I have seen a spider and I can make it bigger.
Okay, so you have a giant common house spider.
No, I lived out in the desert. It'd be a fucking wolf spider.
To be fair, big ass spiders kind of scary, regardless of.
What kind?
I just find it hilarious that it's like a giant daddy long leg.
Oh no.
Honestly, that would scare me personally. Just like
Yeah,
a
that'd be scary.
human-sized spider, where it's
Like
just a
normally
single
the
brown
legs are like
dot.
hair length, but now the hair length legs are like this the thickness of your thigh. That's like
Oh yeah. Okay. That's too much imagery.
That's what came
Yeah,
with
yeah. It's fine.
It's
Yeah,
a
no.
desert wolf
When
spider.
that happens, Linebeck is going to freak out. He has a phobia of spiders.
Oh yeah, he's not he's not transforming at he's just saying, so I can actually turn into a spider, attach a web to the boat, and myself and Boden can be lowered down safely and effectively from quite high up, and we can take out the guy on the cannon.
there a guy at the cannon? We just saw the
We
cannon.
can use the cannon.
Regardless.
Use the cannon for the
we can attach the cannon to the ship. Maybe later.
maybe later. But
Yeah,
getting
my
to that
HP is
cannon is
53.
probably going to be our next order of business.
Yeah.
With that.
So if we can basically hover in place above him, Linebeck, you can go below deck. I will become a spider and lower myself and Bodan down slowly with a web. I unfortunately can only carry one person in that form, so he's probably the best bet anyway.
Right now it's
Sounds
stocked
good.
with like the hill, it's like on top of a hill and a distance away. If your ship went over to the hill, it would be fully exposed.
Okay.
Right now it's kind of docked and like there's a little bit of a lip, so you guys can climb up without worrying about it.
Yeah, Linebeck is just gonna climb up.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
Are we
Oh.
dismounting the ship then?
Honestly, like cloak of visibility, I could just go over and shank him real fast.
Yeah, if you want to do that. Take care of the cannon.
He's snoring with a picture of his wife and kids.
Oh, should have thought about that before you signed on with Emerson.
Linebeck will ask to just
What's the rule
knock
for
him
non-lethal
unconscious and-
damage? I actually have 50 feet of hempen rope.
Knock
Okay.
him out and tie him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
I'm
near
pretty
there,
sure the
so I
rule
don't know.
is you have to say it's non-lethal before you roll.
Can I do a non-lethal sneak attack?
Non-lethal sneak attack.
I mean, you can use
Hold
the
on.
rest of the
Technically,
blade.
Hold on.
Technically, 5e is a thing in 5e. Whenever you bring someone at 0 HP, you just declare at that point, is he dead or unconscious? That's the way it is in 5e.
That's going down to the quotes channel.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
not
Bodan,
lethal.
we need to get you a blackjack.
Yeah.
I do have a. Oh, wait. All right.
He does have a fucking club right next to him.
That's use that non-lethal with that instead of a dagger.
I also have a crowbar.
Well, I mean, if he wants
Yeah.
if he wants to trigger sneak attack, he has to
Are
use
you
a
gonna
finesse
pull a
weapon.
fucking Jane and crowbar guard?
It's a Gordon Freeman.
You know, crowbars are versatile tools.
You
It's
knock
listed
him
under
out with a
utility.
crowbar.
Yeah.
Hey, at least
He
it's
starts
bandit
waking
this
up from
time
the
and not a
first hit,
sweetheart.
so you hit him again.
I would like to non-lethally beat the shit out of him.
He is not lethally subdued
All right.
With a crowbar.
with a crowbar.
I'm gonna use some of my 50 feet of hemp and rope, like cut some off, and like basically like tie his hands and feet together, so like he's not like how to describe this.
You're gonna
He-
hog tie him.
He could get out, it's just not quickly when he wakes up. Like it's not enough to where like he would just like
Let
wake
me
up
roll
and
to
just
see if he cried out during the savage beating he received.
Oh no.
He yelped a little bit, but he didn't carry. You heard him go, "What the fuck?" He just gave him a couple of whacks. Go back to sleep.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
So while Bodon's doing that, I guess it's Hodgkins, Kane, Linebacker, and myself that are by the airship
Mm.
at this moment.
Yeah. You notice at
Um,
the entrance to the cave, by the way, there's some really weird white material covering the entrance.
Have cocaine.
or salt.
It's like a
Or
strange
salt cocaine.
webbing.
Ooh,
Didn't you say you could turn into a spider?
I can.
Well, I don't. Well, I regardless of stuff, we should probably get a look at that stuff.
Yeah.
Why do I have the feeling this was only added because I mentioned it?
Probably.
It's possible, but also who knows?
So I was told we're here for
I
this
am more
Emerson fellow.
terrified of a spider that can scare a dragon than a
Yes, but to be fair, if it was mentioned that there's Jeb said something about the caves being more what was it? Possibly being more to the caves. I don't know if he's in both caves. Maybe if we go in the back, one of the caves is infested with stuff, and then we can't really. You see where I'm going with this? I'm not wording it very well, but
No, I get what you're saying.
The
There's
second
probably more
cave
there.
is enters from at top, so you basically have to jump into a dark hole.
I would like to have a word with whoever designed these damn things.
Well,
Probably a
that'll be a
mind collapse.
dwarf.
I don't
We'd
think
have
that.
to meet the mob before that. So, where are we going in?
I mean, we can sort of maybe possibly rappel down if we use the top
Oh.
entrance, or we could check out the weird stuff by the other entrance.
So what's our goal here? Are we to rescue someone that Emerson has, or we just take out Emerson, or
I
take
think
out?
we're just supposed to
Kill 'em all.
kill Emerson.
Kill 'em
Oh
all.
no!
Well,
Kill or
bring 'em
capture.
back dead or alive. Dead or alive, but
Emerson's
more money
the only
alive.
one that matters.
Okay.
Well, we can get more money the more people we bring in.
Yep. As long as you can prove they're bandits. Or if you bring back proof that they're dead, aka by cutting off an ear or a toe or something.
Standard stuff. Well, for this particular,
So if we can't avoid killing someone, then
we will also have to carve bits off of their body. Yes.
Yeah. I could see if I could recruit some of the spiders from the other webbed entrance.
Are we sure it's
can
web,
look
like
at that.
above board, or do we know what it is, or do we just?
I mean, it looks like web from here.
I mean, it looks pretty big.
I think we can examine it. I think that's worth doing.
You guys have fun with that. I will stay over here and make sure no other guards come through.
No, Lineback, it's just Saul.
I'm gonna examine the cannon controls to see how idiot-proof that is.
It's not idiot proof at all.
Ah,
Very
you should
cool.
gone.
I don't know what I'm looking at. That's
You
cool.
should.
Well, okay, sorry. It as in like an idiot could very easily fuck some shit up, sorry.
Okay,
Could very easily misuse it.
Okay. So it's not simple to use, so I'm
Yeah,
just
I
gonna
wish to notate by
leave.
the way, the guards that you two guards you killed, you notice are drow.
Ah, Uh-huh.
And
But
What
why
is the
did he have a?
significance of drow?
They are dark elves.
Yeah, I know that, but like in this
Aside
world,
from
what is the
having a tan.
significance?
Actually, they have quite opposite of a tan. They're normally quite pale.
Huh. Well, I guess it's a good thing I put Undercommon on my list of languages.
Was-
That is very useful.
Sure. The drow who worship like the moon goddess, the not crazy evil ones, are white,
You know what I
but the other
completely
ones are.
forgot about Lineback?
Mm.
It probably did not matter, but he knows Draconic. So whenever that dragon came back and he roared, if he actually said anything, I would have understood it.
You could have
Actually, the
cussed him
dragon.
out.
Now you mentioned the dragon had actually said, "What did you do to me?"
Oh, that's sad.
Damn, I could have talked to the dragon.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't
Emotional
believe
crit.
I've done this.
Yeah.
That would have been so cool.
By the
Oh,
way,
well.
you noticed the flesh, but had golden scales on it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been so cool if I did something.
That would have
Oh
been.
well.
Dragon's a dragon.
Yeah.
Better off
Especially a
dead
golden
anyways.
dragon.
No, not golden dragons. They're bros.
Yeah, they're bros until they're in your cave, burning you alive.
Well, that's the thing. They don't. Well,
Sure
who
they
knows?
don't.
This world is
Sure they
screwy.
don't.
That is.
Well, I guess if they're
Anyways.
Dro, that actually, DM, would we know about the Dro spider connection, the typical one that is?
Unless you speak Undercommon, no.
Oh, good. I speak Undercommon.
You would know there's something spidery about them.
Okay,
Wait,
cool.
you can transform into a spider, you know, undercommon.
No, I can't
Hmm.
transform.
Is this guy a spy? Oh, you can't
You know,
transform.
I can turn into a spider, but I do not speak undercommon.
So
Oh.
if we combine together,
Actually, Lineback, you might want to close your eyes. I have an idea for this one.
Oh no.
Why do you say that?
Ride on me, pretend to be my head.
you want to do a?
He wants to be a drider.
Yep.
All right.
Spider Rider.
What the fuck?
That was a big
I
shot.
already have a snake necklace. This is not the stupidest thing that we've done.
Okay, so we have one guy manning the artillery. We have two guys that's going to go in as a drider. So Linebeck, what are you and I going to do? I guess stay back until we hear things go amiss.
Pretty much.
So before
Okay.
we go, because I think we should talk about what we're going to, what the plan is. What are we actually going like? I don't think I don't like, regardless of whether we were an actual Drider or not, I don't think Mr. Emerson's just going to let us walk up to him and knock him over the head.
Oh no, I figured we'd go in as stealthy as possible. I'm kind of quiet as a giant wolf spider, so I mean, it might be a little dizzying me climbing on the ceilings, but we should be fairly quiet coming in.
And am I just your backup plan then? Is that all right?
Kinda, yeah. I was planning on doing a little bit of scouting.
There we go.
Well, I rolled a 20 earlier on my history check.
Mm-hmm.
For like caves and stuff, my masonry work for a dwarf. So when Linebeck and I are kinda in the back, letting everyone else like transform into everything else, I'm gonna go over with my plan and see what he thinks. But if we go into the back, you know, these are dwarven caves, you know, well made, but at certain points you should be able to collapse them. If we can get off to where the side cave goes into where Imram is, or Emerson, sorry, then we should be able to collapse the cave entrances to the main area. And that way they'll either have to go around the back way if they know of it, or they'll have to dig through the cave and
You
buying
would
us
know
time.
with your history check that this location is the location of an ancient dwarven city that was overrun.
Hmm.
They dug too greedily and too deep.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Damn, they got a Balrog
The name
here.
was Dur Maldir.
We'll put that in my notes. I come across the
The time to start singing about misty mountains.
Dur Maldir. Okay.
All right, so yeah, that's the best plan I've got.
So with my 20, do I know of any secret dwarven entrances?
Yes. Right near your dwarven ship. Right near your ship.
Dwarven ship. A dwarven doesn't have a ship like this. We prefer the ground. No, this one does. Guys.
Yes,
Now
what's
that
up? I say as I'm about to tie myself to.
I think I know this area actually. This is me like mid talking through Linebeck, and I just stop dead sentence. I'm like, wait a second. Someone get Bodan. He's kind of far away, but come back towards the ship here, and going towards where I think the cave entrance is, or the secret entrance is.
Hey, Bodan.
Somewhere
Hear me,
here.
he's too far away. Bodan.
It's somewhere here.
You can just wave your arm really wide,
I am-
and then it'll go.
I forgot you can't actually see me like gesticulating wildly when I do that because I do actually gesticulate wildly while I'm here at the table, but no one can see.
Oh wait. I mean, if you got a camera, you could always turn it on.
Hell no, no one should suffer through the experience of looking at my flabby body.
I know that feel.
I am gesticulating wildly in the general direction of the
All right.
cannon.
It's cool.
I'll just
Voting will
cast
head on down.
produce flame and put it out a couple times, like blinking 3-4 times.
So people gather around me. It's here somewhere. Help me find it. There's something here hidden.
I'd like to know what we're looking for that's hidden.
A tunnel, a cave entrance, a secret passageway that was probably
In the
lost to
moonlight,
time.
you see a keyhole.
Great. Do we have a key?
I mean, I don't think I do.
We have
I
a
have.
book with lockpicks. Will that work?
I also have a shovel.
The
Does a
surface of
shovel
the key
fit?
feels soft like sand.
Hmm. I don't know. Does a shovel work? I use shovel. Key item shovel.
Or are we gonna let
The door
Bodan
audibly
try and
sighs.
Like a pleasant. No, that's moaning. Never mind. Never mind.
You notice there are stone eyes staring at you condescendingly.
Whoa.
I'll speak in Dwarvish. Do you open?
For the password.
You look at Linebeck like if he has any ideas.
I'll just ask it, well, what's the password?
Lucky guess. It opens.
Yeah, well, it seems kind of like a dwarven thing. Password? What password? They were drunk when they made it. They were drunk when they made this door.
Are they ever not? I don't say that. They're two very clearly not drunk dwarves in this party.
I don't think either of us have been drunk this entire time yet.
Linebeck
Okay.
has been once in grief. That's it.
Ah,
But the door is open.
Yeah. Is this a common thing with dwarves?
tunnels? Yes. He
No,
takes out his warhammer.
Okay.
Listen, I'm learning new things every day.
Yeah.
So if nothing else, This was a learning experience. And also, I should not go first because I don't see very well in the dark.
Yeah,
I'm actually fine with
everyone
dark.
with so anyone with dark vision should probably stay up front, and then anyone that can't see, just hang on to someone in front of you.
The cavern is filled with dim light.
Oh, that's convenient.
Oh, nice.
The light is purple.
That's a weird color.
Yeah, and what is the cultural significance of purple in for the Dro?
Ah.
I probably wouldn't know that.
I know this as a character, or as a player, but I don't know if my character would know it.
I'm going to assume I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm assuming Kane would not know. Other
By the
than
way,
fact that
I
he
want
is purple.
to. And by the way, Bodan, when you're looking at the body, I want you to roll me an investigation. I meant to
Body
add
of
it
what?
earlier. Sorry for the person you tied up. You non-lethally beat the shit out of.
Okay. 19.
There was some weird substance on his skin, kind of like a slime.
I can't imagine he showered very much. It could be some substance I really don't want to touch.
A man's been in a couple of very promiscuous activities.
And anyone that noticed the other dead body has the same issue.
Hmm. I wonder why the rat is allying with these. Is Emerson a drow himself?
I don't think we were told.
There's a picture, yeah. He's a drow.
Okay,
I think
that
we were
makes more
told.
sense. That makes a little bit more sense then.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Slime doesn't, but
No,
unless we have
I'm not a
anything else to
slime
do,
expert.
me either. I do know it might cause some confusion considering I'm purple.
considering that you're purple.
I am
What's your
purple.
character look like?
Kane is a 6 foot tall, 6'3" counting the horns, tiefling
Oh
that
yeah,
is
there
purple
it
with
is.
red hair and a red beard.
Yeah. Yeah, I just had to scroll up and find it again.
So going down a tunnel, there's a strange amount of like aquatic creatures and things like that, like starfish and shit like that, hugging the walls as you go deeper. You get the sense that you're underneath some kind of lake, or near some kind of lake, because you hear the lapping of the water in the shore.
So just
Wait.
in case my hunch is right, I have deep speech.
And so you walk
I
out
hope
and
that's
you
not
follow
there.
this path, and eventually the walls kind of lower, and you just come across this path that goes and arches above into a circular platform. And there's just fathomless depths around you.
Oh, nice.
Uh-huh.
Guys, I got what is going on? We're in
Until
the
you
middle of
reach
the
near the
desert.
circular platform, there is a thin waterfall.
And this is part of the secret pathway.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh my god.
I didn't
But-
realize dwarves were into aquariums.
Water dwarves.
But who said just because it's secret, doesn't mean that's the best way to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. This could be where they dump the sewage.
If they even
Hey.
know about it to begin with.
We don't dump our sewage.
What do you do with it then?
You wallow in
Yeah.
it? You swim in it?
No, you put in the furnaces. Obviously.
So you guys are at the edge of this waterfall. What do you do?
How far down does it go? Are we able to see? Even
Forever.
if we have
It's
dark
black,
vision?
pitch black.
Imran will take his hand out, get
Pitch
water in
black.
his hand, and then take a sip of it to see how How clean the water is.
Pretty clean. You feel fine.
Okay. Is the water cold? How cold is the water coming out?
Ice cold.
Hmm.
Are we able to see where the water's coming from, or is it just like emanating from?
As if from above.
And we're behind the waterfall, right?
Yes. You're like in front. Sorry, you're in front of it. You'd have to
Okay.
pass the waterfall in order to proceed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna look up real quick. As well, I'd like to follow the water up as far as I can see it with my eyes.
It's
Not like
it goes into what appears to be a black ceiling that you cannot see, that you just cannot pierce through. Your dark vision just cannot go through it.
I'm
But it
going
shifts
to.
and shimmers, almost like the surface of water.
So this is magical darkness.
Yes.
I want to stick my head through the waterfall.
I'm gonna like grab onto your arm just in case.
Nothing happens. It's a waterfall.
Is there anything past it? What if I take my head all the way through it?
The path continues up to a lip.
Oh, okay. We can just walk. We can continue walking. The path keeps going.
Oh.
Ooh, still,
Is
still
there
cold
anything
though.
else about the room that just kind of seems even like at least more interesting than the waterfall?
Yes. The stone seems to be worn away as if wind and water has worn it away over the years.
Well, I guess it would make sense for the water being water, but well,
Yeah, the wind is a little bit different.
yeah.
All right, we'll take.
I
a
turn to the dwarves. Is this a usual thing that you guys build?
The waterfall. Not
I don't know
really.
much about dwarven culture, so
would
I
it?
don't.
I don't know. Emra might be a better way of answering that than Lineback.
From his area that he was at, because he wasn't in Spalding itself. He was kind of out on the pathways. He was a hill dwarf.
I mean,
So
I'm a hill dwarf too.
Yeah. So as far as he'll say it's pretty uncommon to have a waterfall underground. Yeah. But each dwarf is an artisan in their own right. If the geography allows for one would gladly include it. It's a marvel, really.
Just makes me a little bit worried that we're out in the middle of a desert that it never rains in, and yet we have a lot of water here. Like away. The word I'm
Oasis.
trying to say, I know what you're saying, is not super rare, but for something like this, is definitely rare.
I don't know. It's been raining a lot back in the other city.
Yeah, that didn't happen until some other stuff happened.
Yeah, no, that's not supposed to be
What a
happening.
coincidence.
Yeah.
How
Well-
close is this area to a mountain? Is it close to any mountains that this could potentially be a runoff of?
Possibly, yes.
So he'll say that to kind of alleviate, like, he tastes water. It seems fine, nice and clear. He speculates it's from the nearby mountain runoff.
All right.
As you guys
Maybe it's
proceed,
a-
there is a dark shadow that seems to move at the point of your vision at blinding speed. Is anyone holding a light source?
Uh,
I hope not.
No.
I'm
No.
Is it
not.
still dim light here?
No longer.
Okay, then I'd be like gripping whoever's in front of me.
Yeah, we probably don't have a light. Who all does not have dark vision?
I'm a regular
You have
human.
torches as part of your normal gear. Like, you would have torches.
Yeah. I
I
was
have
just asking to make sure.
I
Yeah.
have
Because
10
if we
torches.
have,
I have 10 torches.
if the majority of the party has dark vision, then there's not a big enough reason to use torches to help give away our position.
Yeah, if we're being
notice-
quiet and most people have dark vision, I'd just be like holding onto someone's shoulders.
You notice at the edges of the path, there's also water that streams around it, as if you're in a massive bubble. and
I
through the
mean-
gloom, you can almost see a face stare at you, like some kind of creature.
Mm-hmm.
Would
Uh,
you like
I'm
to
huh.
see?
muttering
Would
to
you like to see the
myself.
picture of the creature staring at you through this gloom?
Dear God,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Me and Imram can definitely see it. Everyone else is a little bit questionable.
No, Kane's fine. He's tieflings have
Okay.
dark vision.
I'm muttering to myself about Gloomstalker training.
Is tieflings are still 60 feet, right? I think it's only
Yeah,
Drow
it's
that have
60 feet.
superior,
Dear
and
God.
Oh,
the
no.
Smurf Neblins.
Bro, we got the Loch Ness Monster
It
looking eyes
slowly
right now.
retreats
Please go
back
slow.
until you can't see it anymore, then disappears.
Oh, what is that thing? Hey,
That
Druid,
definitely is not from
Yeah.
a Ronoff.
can you turn to that?
I might. I mean, I've seen it, so maybe yes, but it might be on my abilities right now.
Can you talk to it then?
Probably.
Okay, I will push you forward.
This doesn't seem related to the bandits.
I-
No, this is
I-
something different. This is from the cave itself.
Okay, I call out in deep speech. Hey, okay, this is weird. I've never done this before because not much water around here.
Now, I will say this in preparation of anything bad happening. Emerald, if he notices any attacks coming for the druid, he will push him out of the way and sacrifice his own body and take damage for him.
Hey, you want to help us kill a bunch of bandits?
Who calls to Bora?
Bora, Bora.
Any dwarf would know that in Dwarfish, the name Bora is synonymous for disaster at sea.
Kane, son of
Bro.
Nastophiles? Still in deep speech, by the way.
Means disaster.
I mean, he would have to translate for us since if
Yeah,
this is in
he
deep
was
There is
space.
a
translate
light that
everything but his
shines
name.
around you now, and you see that you are massively underwater. There is miles of what appears to be some kind of maybe ocean ahead of you, and above you, you are in a bubble.
So,
Is this the fabled underwater sea? Or yeah, underground sea?
You get the sense that you were displaced via the waterfall. And this is what you hear in response. And
Did
that is what you
anyone
hear.
manage to
That is what you
understand
hear
that?
when you hear the voice call out, "Who calls to Bora?"
So,
So
is he
Kane
saying
would-
that in common or?
He's saying that in your minds.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So we all just understand it. Gotcha.
But I can see now, right? Can I see
Yes.
now?
Hmm.
Oh, hey, we turned on the. Oh, great. Okay.
So, Bora is dwarvish for disaster at sea. I don't think we're in the cave anymore. At the very
Probably
least,
not.
I take my shield out.
I
I'm
think
staring-
it would be a good idea to turn around like right now.
Yeah, you guys go on. I'll take up the back.
But we should also answer its question and like be polite about it because we did just call it out.
Well,
We don't want to leave and make it angry.
I kind of did that, but I don't know if the rest of you need to. Kane switches back into common after the whole thing was still in deep speech with him running a translation until it sent that message itself.
Linebeck will then he'll just say, "All right, well, I guess I'll go next," and just call out, "I am Linebeck of the Iron Fist clan."
Grinding
Iron
rock
Fist.
as the entrance behind you shuts.
That was a bad idea.
I'm muttering to myself, well, I didn't call out or anything, so I don't know. I'm
I'll
You
Ghost
love
should
it.
Stalker
call out
training.
now.
Climb
I don't think we have
to
another
be
option.
bequeathed.
Climb?
There are
I will.
stairs.
I will yell it out in Dwarven. What happened to Der Maldir? What happened to the ancient city?
I did.
I was afraid that was the answer.
Ye.
Well, I
Wait,
guess we
what did
better
he say
climb.
back in response? Before that, what did he say before the stairs showed up?
Climb to be bequeathed.
Oh, climb to be bequeathed. Okay. I mean, if you guys want to introduce yourselves as well, we're gonna go ahead and move on. I think that's
In the
out of
center
way.
of the platform rises stairs, and a circular cylindrical platform goes above. Inside, there's like a coral, what almost appears to be like a mantle, holding a crown or a helm of some kind. It's hard to see.
It is a what was holding it up?
Mantle.
Okay.
It's made of coral.
Hmm. You don't think he's speaking in Dwarven toward Linebeck? You don't think these ancestors of ours happen to have been messing with the other realms, do you?
I'm not sure myself. So I wouldn't know, but would Linebeck know anything about dwarven history with like seas and stuff like that? Because obviously, like the dwarvish translation for this guy's name, but past that,
There was a marvelous kingdom before the world was reformed, and it was plunged into the sea in its folly.
so this is probably that city, which then begs the question: when the world was reformed, did that sea become this desert?
Perhaps.
He will say that out loud and look at Emram.
He kind of doesn't follow along. He gets lost when you mention something about it being something past, like a great sea past. Or
All right. Well, it said that we were to be bequeathed. I don't want to say that we might have to take that crown, but I think that's what it wants.
Well, I mean, it's a dwarven place, so it should be one of you two.
hmm.
Come forth.
Linebeck will come forth, looking back at Emram like, "Let's go."
He'll step forward, clutching his warhammer in one hand and actually using his shield in the other. Before with the dragon, he didn't use his shield, but this time he will.
Linebeck will be a little bit spooked, but he
For
will go
he who
unarmed.
is worthy, take upon yourself the helm of order.
Linebeck will immediately step back because he knows he is not worthy. He'll look
Oh,
over
yeah.
at Emram. This is not a fight for me now.
Yeah, no, everyone step back. You think I am? I've already.
I am of a discreet Emram. You said that you were from Balding, yes.
outer parts of it. Yeah.
The Iron Fist clan is one of a disgraced family. I am not worthy of a title, let alone a crown, especially one of order. You are probably the next best bet.
You hear an emanating whisper inside your mind, Lineback. You have a choice. I can say this now, or I can pull you to a private channel to tell you what it says.
I don't know. Is everyone else interested in hearing?
I am.
I mean, it would at least help me save an explanation before I get back. So go ahead.
Son of the flaming hero.
That's all?
Yep.
Okay. I guess Linebeck will just start looking around. Did it sound like the same creature that we saw earlier? Like
Yep.
the same voice? He'll just call out so you knew my father. And kind of like just questioningly, still in Dwarvish.
Imram is really confused because he was about to rebut your questioning when you suddenly say, "I knew my father." So
Well, he's also looking around.
Me.
yeah, exactly. The Imram is just kind of like caught off guard a bit with it.
An enemy of what?
Of my kind. But I hold to the contract.
Hey, Emblem, you know anything about a contract?
Which contract
I guess
with the
like,
ancient city
I
with
suppose so.
Bora? That'll be a history check, but I'm not going to have any bonuses with it. So
Nope.
this is a flat D20. Yeah. Nope.
I guess now it's Linebeck's turn to see if he can recall anything about it, but I got a +2 for history.
You wouldn't have any way of knowing.
That's a natural 1. Yeah, that's a natural 1 in the
Oof.
Yeah.
All right. I guess he'll just say questioningly back, abide by the contract.
I do what is required. Nothing more.
And I suppose what is required is to hand over the helm of order to someone worthy.
A piece of one of the 4.
So a helm and a sword of order. So
Oh,
the
is this
helm
one
of
of the
order
relics?
is just a crown.
It's
Is
a
this
helm.
one of the relics you guys were talking about?
It
in
includes
the
a
end?
mask, by the way.
No, this isn't a relic, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be.
As far as you know.
Yeah, as far as we know.
Yeah. I mean, just judging by the fact that a sword of order was supposed to be for Brinzilier whenever he was around, this is probably of a similar significance. Probably to him. But since he's not here, even though Linebeck doesn't feel worthy, he's going to offer it to Imram one more time, and if not, he'll step forward and take it.
The only thing he'll give you is that he's already had his 2 strikes. He's not any better than you.
All right. I'll take a shot at it. And Linebeck will go over to the helmet.
Inside the helm, from looking at it, you could see it's bright, as if shining off the top of a sea.
While he's facing away from everyone, since there's a mask attached to this helmet, Linebeck will take his mask off and then put the helmet on.
Imram's going to be about 6 feet away, behind you. Just in case anything happens, he's getting ready to hit the helmet off your head if you start like seizing or anything.
You see a hilt that's almost not there, buried inside a bed of coral at the bottom.
A hilt?
A hilt.
Linebeck will lean over and try to grab at it, just to make sure it's actually there.
It's there.
He'll try and pull it out.
You pull it from it. You see a barnacled sword.
He'll point at it from over to Emperor and be like, just making sure this is actually here. But you see this sword?
He'll peek over around Linebeck. Do I see anything?
No.
Imran will shrug like nothing. Like I don't know what you're saying.
Okay.
You see him holding a kill, and that's it. It's almost like it's a... You can see, like, waves of air. Almost like mist.
That's Linebeck or me?
You.
Oh, I see like mist.
Linebeck
Yeah.
sees a runed blade marked with barnacles, as if it's been here for a long time.
He'll start inspecting it and like I guess maybe hold it up next to his family sword just to see any similarities between them.
He who is worthy, take that sword of emerald and coral.
Kariba!
It is a curved sword, like a katana.
You've seen those warriors from
Alright.
Hammerfell.
They've got
Kalamaz didn't
curved
ruin a
swords.
dramatic moment.
Curved sword.
I'll get mine eventually. Comeuppance is on its way, I'm sure.
I guess
Well-
at this point, Linebeck will sheath his family sword and just swing the barnacled sword around just to get a feel for it.
Oh, you
You
pull it
get
out.
an image and a
step away
feeling
from
invade
Emram.
your mind. You can almost see yourself at the Battle of Spalding.
Once that starts happening, he'll probably stop for a moment, just kind of like paralyzed in place, and then he'll motion for Emram to like step away a little bit.
While holding the sword, you see yourself surrounded. There are demons and monsters everywhere, fighting among the souls of the damned. See a man fighting for his life. And then you see someone wielding this blade, stabbing him in the back.
Do I get a better picture of who is stabbing him?
No.
Just the blade. All right.
You see it as if it's you. That's what I mean. You see it as it's like from your perspective.
Oh, okay. Sheesh. Once that happens, Linebeck is probably going to drop the sword.
You see Imran behind you, getting ready to like swing his warhammer at you when you start coming back to. You're acting funny there. You okay?
I'd like to say so, but I don't think the helmet gives me visions of something I don't think I'm ready to see.
Did we see the sword now that he pulled it out?
You see it as mist covering it. as if it's a blade of
Okay.
mist.
Okay. What happens if I kick the blade? Or I try to kick the blade?
It's still corporeal. You just don't see it.
Okay. Okay. And it sounds like metal.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen a
He'll
blade of mist before. It's odd, but it sounds like steel.
well, we've never seen a sword made of land shark tooth, and he'll like mention over to the sword that's strapped up to his back. Here we are. So
Well, yeah, sure. I've heard of banging bone to make weapons. I haven't heard of taking mist and welding it together.
Magic can do some weird things.
Beck will take like a really deep breath, and what he'll do, he will take the sword up once again, and he'll try to center himself like he's about to try and fill it with G, like he did against the tentacle back on the ship.
It's strange and unwieldy, as if it's a stance you're unfamiliar with. It's like mixing fire and water.
Make steam style.
He'll take a few steps away from Emram and try to start it off like one of the dances he did back on the ship. But try to take a move from fire and just mix it with water, like trying to like going slowly at first, like not trying to just trying to find a comfortable rhythm with it. Like might take a minute with it, and then it'll start to speed up.
Give me a second. As you do so, mist surrounds you. And you guys can see images of him doing it. But it's weird, as if there's this looser image of him doing it opposite as well.
Hard to follow.
As soon as he stops moving, the looser image just stops and reforms.
It's like a shimmer. The ripples of a wave.
Speaking of water, we're in a bubble, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is the bubble like getting smaller?
No, staying the same.
Okay. I'm keeping an eye on it.
Is there a scabbard or anything for this sword around?
It's buried inside the stone. You can pull it out.
Yeah. Linebeck will pull it out and resheath the sword and tie it up on his back. So now, whenever he walks around, he has like the cross pattern of swords on his back and then two on his hip. So he's like sorted up.
Yeah. You get you a weapons rack and tie it to your back. Imram will yell out, Bora! What else is in this agreement?
You see giant red eyes outside the bubble. I don't answer to the likes of you. I am forbidden from killing you. Yet. Roll me a wisdom save.
Okay. That's the total of a 3.
Yet I can make you mine. You're enslaved.
Yes, Master Bora. I will kneel down.
I cannot keep you. But know this. I could, at any time, end your life once you leave.
Yes, Master Bora.
The bubble ripples. Be gone, and seal the door when you leave.
Well, Emerald's getting up and getting ready to leave.
Yep.
You gain a bit of a memory. When you spoke earlier towards the door, you begin to understand that something had changed. You realize you actually spoke in deep speech.
Me?
Yes.
Ah. Is that something I can do at will, or is that just at one time, one
At one
off?
time.
Yeah, so Kane would have understood what he said then.
All right.
Weird.
I guess we're leaving.
Yeah, I'd say that's a clear sign we've overstayed our welcome.
How did we
Have
get
fun
here?
with my pets above.
Ah,
Yes, Master Dora. I will play cards with them.
Why do I have the sneaking suspicion that this is the maw?
it makes sense. He's got a big mouth.
I don't know. I guess it's just because he said pets and above. So
I take it to
Maw's
mean the
pets,
Drow.
land shark.
That's what
Yeah,
I was thinking.
it's more
as
than
well.
likely. It's more than likely the Drow, but it was just like a thought that I just had.
Did
Know
you
what this maw
vocalize this
is.
thought? Or more correctly,
Nobody said anything aloud.
did your
So
character think
Yeah.
this thought?
He probably would have thought it. He probably would have thought it. Like when pet, it was more like one of those random spark thoughts that you get whenever you hear a word and you're like, oh, that's also part of this thing, and then like dismiss it immediately. Just kind of like a random realization that you have.
Interesting. Okay.
Just like a cause have fun with my pets. Maw's pets. Okay. And then move on. Kind of thing. Just like a remembering something else.
Gotcha.
So, what is the maw in this world?
Party doesn't know yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like that's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. As far as we know, its pets are the land shark. And that apparently it came to this world and created the desert because it ate all the good stuff in this area. That's it. But even that is just like a legend.
Speculation. Yeah.
From I think Emily told us that when she made a history check on them all. I didn't write it down, so
long story short,
It's all
You don't know.
it's all feels bad.
yeah. So I guess we're moving out of the bubble,
Yee.
going back down the stairs.
Is the waterfall open back up or the doorway past it?
Yep.
Great. Now, how do we seal this thing again?
You just close the door.
Oh. Which door? The door that we open.
Yeah, the initial door.
Okay, the very beginning door. I think we stumbled across, and I think that was a cult room we had.
Probably.
That was
Sorry, desert.
I hate to say it, but I don't think it was gonna end any other way.
Yeah. Kind of. That didn't really help us with the bandits, though.
No, but it can, I suppose, if I can get a handle on this form. It might do something to help us out, but we're probably not gonna get to it later on.
Yeah.
Are you feeling okay? Do you have
Yeah.
any feelings towards Master Dora at all?
No, it worries me that apparently my father was related to all of this in some way. It's it's interesting to say the least, especially
What?
the vision that I had. Uh,
What would my
whoever
character
wielded
know?
the sword,
Sorry.
whoever wielded the sword last, may have been the one to do him in, or
Your
not. I'm
father?
not sure.
Do your father
Yeah,
in?
Dalran, Dalran Iron Fist. He was used to be a hero of sorts, one of the greatest swordsmen. Well, that's what I
Hold on,
believed
hold
growing
on,
up.
hold on. Imran will put his hand out and put on your chest. Now is not the time to reminisce. We can do that later. He gives you a kind of pained look in his eyes when he says this, but like now's not the time. We can do this later.
Right. So I guess we're going down one of the other ways.
Ye-
All right. I guess let's do what we were going to do before we figured out this place.
Now he did say above him. Can we create a cave in from this far below? No, no, we'd probably end up killing ourselves.
Well, I mean, I can move about 5 or 10 feet of dirt every couple seconds, but it's dirt and loose stone, not like solid rock.
Somehow, I don't suppose we can set something up and then get out first, and then I don't know how we would do that, but
I could start a heavy landslide, but that's not guaranteed.
Linebacker, are you wearing the crown?
Uh, yes. He's still wearing the crown. He would have, since there is a mask on this crown, he would have left the other mask behind as like a trade.
Okay. Give me a second. I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Yep. Gotcha. By the way, what does the
Which
mask look like? I know the crown is like made of coral and stuff.
It was born from a ship of coral, but it looks like sharp obsidian and is adorned with precious gems that range from blue to purple, all colors of the sea. Even just laying
Neat.
eyes on it compels people to wear it or seek the power that it presents.
Oh. Oh, that was crooked. Come on now.
was
Nat
cricket.
20. Okay, dear God. I love these metal dice.
What'd you get?
I got a natural 20, so a wisdom save is 19.
Okay, cool. Oh shit, 19?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Your charisma is raised by 2, and it's bound to you.
Awesome.
Ah,
By
nice.
2.
I foresee no negative effects whatsoever.
Once
Is
per
this the
day, you may expend energy from the helm to cast either domination or a suggestion spell.
Ooh,
so is that an attuned item?
Yep.
it's a force
Nice.
attuned.
Yeah.
I got a
Is
couple
this
of
It
those.
has a very yeah, interesting curse attached to it.
Oh. Well, I would,
Cool.
at this point, I would hope so.
Gotcha.
After what I just saw.
What is your heart's greatest desire?
I think I've already answered that.
As of this moment, what is your character's greatest desire?
As of this moment,
Yeah.
to probably discern the truth of that vision.
Got you. Okay.
In this moment, it's probably to figure out what the hell that vision was.
Never-ending quest of knowledge.
You
By the way, is this what the mask looks like? I looked up coral mask,
No.
and this came up.
Well, unfortunately, Linebeck loses his comically large nose, but he gains a very pretty mask.
What, did Linebeck have a Cyrano nose on his mask?
So, if you've seen Demon Slayer, it's
Yep.
that one mask.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the Goblin mask, but blue.
Oh.
Yeah, that's. What are those
I'll
masks
post
called?
another
Kabuki
picture
masks?
of it. Hang on.
Uh,
Yeah, that's
You know,
what they used to be.
the
called.
old Tengu mask.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not kabuki specifically in the show, but technically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is what he would basically look like, but with that mask being blue and I guess less detailed because it's just carved from wood. I posted it in the general chat.
Gotcha.
But now he doesn't have that mask anymore.
What is the
It's
most
gone.
sinister idea that your character has thought of?
The most sinister idea.
What's the time frame for this? Thought.
The past 72 hours.
The past 72 hours, the most sinister thought. Oh, geez.
Slitting my throat after I broke the guy's neck.
In the last 72 hours.
Anything
yeah,
you
no,
anything sinister you considered doing but decided not to, or you considered having done, or considered anything like that.
The most sinister thing would have been to Linebeck. The most sinister thing would have been to do the sneak attack.
Gotcha. The sneak in what context? Like a sneak attack to
The sneak attack on the rat, Emerson.
Okay.
Like going with the plan to do the sneak attack.
You feel the air shift as you hear a blood-curdling scream from deep within the cave above.
Do we
Is
all
that
hear that?
everyone?
Yeah, everyone hears this.
What?
Ah.
Are we below the bandit cave? Is that relatively? Is that how the... Man, these secret entrances are terrible.
Yeah, kinda.
They go really deep.
Well, they are
That's kind of
dwarves.
creepy.
Yeah. That does. Why would they just randomly scream? that has me worried.
Was this
Yeah.
like was this a female scream or a young adult or like a child scream or what?
Male.
Male.
Is it like a group of 40 people screaming out in pain all at once?
Yep.
Well, that's right. I'm running up there.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm going along because y'all can see and I can't.
I'm putting my shield
Same.
back on my back.
You also heard a scream from where the man was tied up.
Oh.
Let's get going. When we come up top, what do we see?
Lots and lots of blood.
Oh.
Are we about to see Scooby-Doo stationed somewhere?
Imram is actually slightly
It
worried
looks
for
as
these
if
people.
every single bandit was stabbed in the back.
Imram is kind of worried about these guys, so he's going to
Linebeck-
start running into the cave.
They're fucking dead.
Yeah. I guess we spend the time to hack off
Yeah.
body parts.
Yeah, no, this is more of a going around the entire cave just looking for people and just trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. If we're gonna remove pieces, we should probably like wrap up Emerson if we can find him and just bring the whole one back if that's
paralyzed.
possible. Oh, he's alive.
Yeah.
I found him in the back here. It's not
Oh,
moving
that's unpleasant.
He's currently mopping up blood.
though. Medicine roll on him?
God.
Is he
Linebeck-
Dro?
Yeah.
I believe you said he was Dro, and like
Yeah.
most of the people down here. In the Undercommon, I'll like look around, ask what happened. What's wh-
Stabbed.
What is this?
Stabbed in the back.
By who?
We never saw their face.
I will I'll roll him over, see if he has a stab wound in his back.
He does. As if from a katana.
Is there any way to with them? I don't have a first aid kit. Is there any way I could do something to try and keep him from dying?
Yeah, roll a
I,
medicine.
Okay.
I could heal him if you want to
Beck
tie
will
him
help
up.
out.
That's a 20 total on my medicine roll.
You stabilize him.
Okay. I'm gonna hold here so he doesn't bleed out. I'm not giving him my cupcake. Do we
No,
have
no, no.
anything else to feed him?
I can heal him. I can heal him. Just tie him up first.
Quietly to the group, I'll just like
He claims that he and everyone else were stabbed by someone they didn't see. So
What the
Okay.
fuck?
Hello. Am I coming through?
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can heal him if you want to tie him up first.
Yeah, we heard you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been losing
Go ahead and
audio.
I'm not going to cut my rope up. It's staying 50 feet long.
That's
We'll
fine.
have a lot of lead rope on them. I don't know if I can tie it very well. Was it sleight of hand to tie it? Or did it survival?
There's some manacles nearby.
That'll work.
Manacles. Is this guy does he do anything with the slavery? Is he
Possibly.
in the slave trade?
Most bandits are
Uh,
not nice people.
yeah. I will push into his wound a little bit and just to bring pain to him a little bit, just like disgusting as I take my hands off of him. Just mainly to help prop myself up, not to torture the guy, but just like not caring about his comfort nearly as much now. Slavers are the worst.
Well, we can bring him in alive at least.
Yes.
But it looks like the
Take me
rest
away
are
from the
dead.
phantoms.
From the Phantoms. I guess he's referencing whatever did this.
have you been hearing? Have there been things in this cave for some time?
Something had us. We camped here one evening and then we never could leave. They wouldn't let us. And then all of a sudden, something all at once killed everyone. Crippled me.
I see.
hey guys, we should probably go.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, it
Slap
sounds
some
like-
manacles on him, and I'll patch him up, and we can go.
Yeah, no, this place sounds super cursed.
If the far below was anything,
To indicate, yeah.
Hey, 6 HP, nice.
What? Hey, Emram, what did you call this place earlier?
Oh, it was what was it? Ancient city, Deer Maldeer.
It might be something that we might want to look into when we get back then. Or at
Well, our
least
best
I will,
bet.
to say the least.
Well, our best bet would be to go back to the the lore keepers in Spalding. You know,
Maybe not yet.
when we had that vision on the airship, we saw the mountains of Spalding in the background. You know, we'll have to go back there.
Yeah, I think the prodigal son's not ready to return.
Yeah.
Or like my family wouldn't want to see me this soon.
What does my character
But-
know of the Iron Fist tribe?
They're Basically, persona non grata.
What does that mean? I've heard that before. I don't know what it means.
They're disgraced.
Well, okay. So somewhat similar to my situation. So theirs is probably worse than mine. My clan just had a kind of a annoying job to deal with and everything, and some asshole in the ancestor did such a big faux pas that we had a stain on our reputation.
Similar, but we can get into it in text RP.
Yeah.
All right. So I think it's like a great spot to end the session. What do you think, guys?
So we're taking this guy back. Imram does. He's not going to feel comfortable with desiccating these bodies.
I'll go. No, I don't mind. They're dead.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead.
Or you
Kane
can
doesn't
just
care.
take their weapons and not like brutalize a whole bunch of bodies.
Does that usually? Would I know? Does that usually work for bounty collect turn-ins?
Not usually. I would say probably not, but
I'd say let's take the left thumb off of all of them.
Hey, I'll
Cut off whatever.
I don't care, but
Well,
let me know before I start chopping stuff
Because I don't want to get the wrong.
Linebeck doesn't feel super comfortable doing this since he didn't kill him, but like since it happened, he's just gonna treat it as like, because no one would know that this was the Crown's doing, or even if it was. I think that's a reasonable assumption us players can make after what we discussed.
I don't
But
suppose there's some way for us to
character-wise-
also get the cannon onto the ship.
Yeah,
That might be
I'd be
too
interested.
heavy.
I'd be interested in getting the cannon.
You think we could park it on top of Jed's Inn?
Jib's in plus cannon.
Yep.
We should not give him.
I think
Yeah, don't
we
give
just
him
need
the-
to bring it to the official docks and just park it properly this time.
Yeah, we can do that.
We need to make sure we can keep this, because didn't you, Lineback, go to some merchant family and barter with them? I don't know what you did, but how expensive is this?
It was a favor from Mahid. It was simply making sure that any extra parts that we might have had, he would have his pick of them. Since that was more of an offer on my part, but he never mentioned anything that he wanted.
Did you let him take a pick before we sold all this? Before you guys sold all the stuff?
And we still have some scales. Stuff
Yeah,
we can't let go.
I'm sure when the actual dagger commission would have happened, that would have been part of the mention of it. We have this that we can give you. Take what you want. What we have left, like the
his price was
teeth
a
and the
favor to be
things and the
named later,
scales.
though. So
Yeah, but yeah, that was the actual price, was just the favor. But with what
Yeah.
they had, Linebeck would have offered whatever Mahid wanted.
No, my character just kind of is showing kind of concern for your character, just in the matter of you know, speaking of this airship, we speaking of like parking it properly. Do we? Is it actually ours? Like, what's going on? We're not going to get you in trouble with anyway, are we?
I'm not entirely sure, but I'm sure I can meet up with him and find out what exactly the deal.
the
with it
TLDR is
but
it's yours, but take care of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a loan from the mob.
yeah.
Good. So when the family calls, the family calls.
I'm there.
Kane will hand Bodan a nice serrated butcher knife. Good for cutting through bone.
Well, guess we're going to
We got
get the parts we
brimstone
need to
to
get.
back. Yep.
I guess
So
this
how
is
many thumbs
fairly
do we end up
normal in
gathering?
this world, right?
Yeah, it's not like particularly macabre.
Yeah.
I would say, do we want to actually take in all of the thumbs or proofs of kill, or do we want to just take in a few and the big fish and say, yeah, we got them all?
Getting a thumb can be of
Well,
either hand. Getting an
Yeah.
ear is going to be easier to cut off, and it's very obvious which side it goes to.
That's true.
I would say that the more we bring, the more money we get. And I think it was like 200 per kill. And then like Emerson alive was like a few thousand.
Okay,
I
so
don't
we'll
remember.
cut off all of the ears of. Well, we can't bring in 80, so we just need to cut off one of the ears of each. And
I step back as I'm like about to start signing. All right, so are we taking fingers or like ears or like toes or tongues? Like what are we what's going on?
I already have a bag full of feet here. Like, what do we do here?
Bowden, you
Bag
notice
full of
on the guy that's because you're chilling around the canyon. You notice there's dog tags around this guy.
ooh, dog tags.
Where there's a dog tag, there must be a dog.
Wrong kind of dog tags.
I don't know. Do we have a
Do
whistle?
all of them have dog tags then?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a lot simpler. Let's just take the dog tags.
Yeah. Let's take the dog tags.
Puts down knife.
It was nice of you to double check and not just go cutting.
Listen, I don't. This is not a hobby of mine.
Then
That's
why do you
good.
have a bag full of feet?
Says the man with a bag full of left nipples.
I don't have a bag full of left nipples.
I haven't cut anything off yet. I was waiting. I was about to. We're taking the tags.
We'll
All
go
I've
around
got in
grab
my
the
bag
tags.
is cilantro, rosemary, a little bit of thyme, some pure capsaicin.
Well,
Ooh.
I'd say it's time to collect some dog
Emerson's
tags.
gonna faint thinking you're gonna cook him.
So like I actually set out a little wooden spice rack. Like, yeah, I carry all my cooking stuff with me.
All right. So what you guys think of the session?
It was fun.
That was very, very interesting.
I was
Yeah.
ready. I was ready to kill 40 guys, but
The list
Yeah.
of strange things are happening continues to grow.
I
Yeah.
don't think it'll end on that continuing to grow.
Yeah, I know. I think I've figured out as much as I'm going to figure out, which is that I can't figure out what's going to happen next.
It's somebody else's problem, right?
I am
know.
okay with that.
I was excited to go in and go through all of this combat, and then we get the crown, and we're not.
It just takes care of it for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not in the way that Linebeck wants it to be taken care of, but it's done.
These secret entrances again they're terrible.
They are.
it's a secret entrance, but it wasn't the entrance to our problems.
No more secret entrances.
But to be fair, it was a solution to our problems, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just don't know it.
Well, all of us don't know it, but Lineback, I'm pretty sure.
Kind of suspect it, yeah. Because, I mean, it just happened after you got the crown.
Yeah,
And then, I imagine it's the exact same stab wound, that same spot as that flashback you had. That vision, I should say.
yeah. Linebeck is, as time goes on, he'll start to get more and more worried about it. But for the moment, he's just gonna be like, "Oh, well, they said that there was something keeping them here. It's probably some kind of weird curse that the longer you stay here, you're gonna die." It's weird that it's a katana wound, though.
I mean, I'm sure it was
Then it'll
the boring.
So he has kind of PTSD, not PTSD, but
Regret.
plausible deniability. He's buffering his Saki with plausible deniability. Denial.
Exact same as he did when he met the god that said, "Hey, your dad's not a traitor, by the way."
I'm just throwing a boomerang as we're waiting to get everything up. I'm just tossing my boomerang.
Yeah, it don't take too long to grab dog tags so we can snatch them up, put them in a bag, and head out.
Was getting the cannon to the ship, or I guess getting the ship to the cannon. That'd be easier to do.
Yes, getting the ship to the cannon would be a lot easier.
Could you imagine rolling a cannon in sand? Ugh.
Oh God.
We'd be better off like all picking it up and trying not to
Actually-
drop it.
Yeah, actually, it probably doesn't have wheels. It probably just has a sled on it. Depending on how thick the sand is, of course.
Park the boat a little bit lower than the cannon and just slide it on over it.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't need those blood pies.
Or the ice ball, or whatever it was.
No, but we can hang on to them. They'll come in handy later.
Who took the icicle thing, that thing that stops whenever we need a moment to think?
I think Linebeck has like everything.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
does it.
Linebeck's just got. Linebeck has as many things as you do spices.
Probably.
But does he have a rain
Right.
catcher?
He has a rain creator, or had one.
I can make 20 gallons of water whenever, well, about 4 times a day, counting spell slots.
Hey, I also know that spell.
Speaking of, did Emily take the heart of the star, or did she leave it? I forget.
I think she took it.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. So I plan on going to one of the text chat and having a talk with Linebeck.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be something coming up in this next week that I'll.
Whenever you happen to have the time, could you send me all of the information for like the crown and the sword, so that way I can add them to my D&D Beyond stuff?
DM.
Oh, sorry. Hey,
Story.
what's up? My bad. I had to go do something real quick. What's up?
Yeah, no worries. We apparently just figured out a lot of stuff while you were gone, but
Oh, okay.
the question that I had for you was, whenever you have the time, if you could send me the details for the crown and the sword, so that way I can put them in my D&D Beyond stuff.
Yeah, gotcha. So the sword you have for the sword you got down there is a plus is a typical +1 longsword, just like before, except this one's attuned to the mist stance, which you don't know yet. You have to find
Gotcha.
you have to find someone who can teach it to you.
Is the bardic inspiration going to stay with us until we use it, or is it gone?
Yeah, you can stay with it till you use it.
Okay.
Sweet.
Talk to you guys later. Good night.
Yep, later.
All right. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful day.
Right.